Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
going on, everybody? Bitcoin Chris checking in yet again. Happy Monday. And of course, we're going to right into the Bitcoin price. The coin price. Make sure you head over to Swan, bitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get your $10 free Bitcoin, as I've been saying for the past, you know, 4+ years. Also, get your Fold app because, stack your Bitcoin and chill, and you can pay your bills and get Satoshis back. That's a no brainer. So if you don't have Swan yet, and you're still buying on Coinbase, I feel sorry for you. Coinbase has a track record of halting people's withdrawals and a whole bunch of crazy stuff. So just make sure that if you do buy on Coinbase, just be aware of the shadiness, right? So that way you're not caught off guard if they freeze your account. All right, and then Swan, you don't have to worry about that. Also, you guys, again, the Fold card. If you're going to pay bills anyway, why are you going to pay bills with a regular debit card if you can use the Fold card if you're not using a credit card, right, to get points, etc., right? So make sure you guys are doing these things each and every single month to stack your Bitcoin, right? And I hope you guys are doing okay. We're going to jump into the Bitcoin price, and of course, make sure you guys go check out bitcoin.fiatdad.com and pre-order the new book, as well as get some new merch. Get the new merch. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. Let's jump right into the Bitcoin price here. All right, so earlier today we hit a high of 107,857. All right, so we do have a new high, and then we're starting to come down now. We do have a red dot here on our market cipher indicator, but we still have money flow in the green. Let's see what happened here. So you could have went long here, stop loss under, and just rode this all the way up. As long as the money flow is in the green, then you're pretty good. So Bitcoin's looking pretty good on the hourly time frame. Could come down and, of course, touch the 200-day EMA, which is that $105,000 level. Let's jump to the 4-hour time frame real quick. Looking pretty good on the 4-hour. We did get a nice pump from 7 a.m. to now. Time is flying by today, guys. I don't know how it's already 3 o'clock, but here it is, 3 o'clock. Let's look at the daily time frame. All right, as you can see here, we did get a green dot here on the 12th, which is Thursday, and we started to pump yet again. This looks like a ascending triangle. I like a bull flag on the daily, which is great, which means, let's see what the target is. Our targets are already here from previous lives. We have 10, we have 112, we have 10, 112, 120, and 130, 135 actually. So I'm expecting again 120 to around 130, 125 to 135, 120 to 135. I'll give it that range. Pop out on the weekly. We still do have a red dot on the weekly, but it's not affecting the price too much right now. So that's good. That's good. That's good. So looking at Bitcoin, we're looking pretty good. Let me look at the 30-minute time frame. Okay. We did bounce off this 20-day moving average. If we break below the 20-day moving average, support here at 103, 104 to 103. If we lose 104 to 103, come down to 102, expecting a bounce as a possible opportunity to DCA. But I think we'll head higher based on what I'm seeing here on the 30-minute time frame. Haven't looked at Bitcoin all day, actually, because I was trading on the NASDAQ Sheridan NQ, which has been ripping all day today. So ripping. So yeah, all right, that's that. Let's look at MicroStrategy MSTR. All right, we're dipping on MicroStrategy, red dot. Well, you guys, previous videos I said we could bounce on this trend line, and that's exactly what happened here. We did pump to 437. I think I mentioned that level previously. I think I said we can come to 420 to 440. We did come up and touch 435, 440, 437, and now we're starting to dip. So expecting maybe it come down and bounce again off that $400 level based on this trend line here. So just be on the lookout for that as a opportunity to DCA some more MicroStrategy. If you're long term, you guys already know my long term price target for MicroStrategy is 1,500 for one share of MicroStrategy. So that is your long term play, and of course, much higher as Bitcoin continues to appreciate. So we're actually on the 30-minute time frame. Let's zoom out to the 1 hour. Like we could come down again. If we come down below 400, I'm assuming a bounce at 390. So be on the lookout. Set your alerts at 390 if you're looking to buy some more MicroStrategy at a discount. That would be a great area, in my opinion, to DCA. I can also pull some fibs as well, but I'll do that on the 4-hour time frame. So let's look at the 4-hour time frame for some fibs. Well, we're in an uptrend, so we can do the fibs uptrend and then the fibs downtrend. Let's see what we're looking at. 477. All right, let's see what else we can find here. Maybe we can come down a little bit more. Boom. 470. All right, looking like we could possibly, let's see what we can do as far as a more recent trend line or Fibonacci retracement. Let's see what we can do here. Right, so I would look at these targets. First target again, 200-day moving average on the hourly time frame of 391. We have 387 is your 618, and then you do have support down here at 366. Maybe we come down that low, but we could, especially since we know that MicroStrategy sells MicroStrategy to buy, or Michael Saylor sells MicroStrategy to buy more Bitcoin. So just keep that in mind moving forward. So that's it for the Bitcoin price, and for MicroStrategy, just look at the DXY real quick, see what's going on with Dixie. Dixie looks like it's getting ready to rip. And the DXY, if the DXY starts ripping, then you can assume majority of assets will start to dip. So just be aware of DXY. Looks like it's getting ready to rip on the hourly, 4-hourly. Looking like it's, you have a red dot here, but let's zoom out a little bit more. Maybe we get a double top here for the DXY. Maybe come up a little bit more and then head down lower. But we're going to have to see, right? So let's just keep an eye on that. And for the weekly, no red dot yet on the weekly for DXY. So just keep a lookout, an eye out for DXY. All right, so that's enough with the TA, enough with the TA, enough with the TA. We're going to jump into today's topic, which is, of course, as I've been telling you guys for the past, 4+ years, um, leverage good debt to buy assets and, all that good stuff, right? Fix your credit, get some Bitcoin, using business credit, et cetera, et cetera. But because I'm not a homeowner, if I was, I actually have a tweet where I said if I was a homeowner, I think it was earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken, if I was a homeowner and I had if I had a house, right, and I had some equity in the house, I would not refinance, right? Because that would mean you would start over on your entire home loan, which means the banks is going to get that money, get even more money off you, right? They're going to get some money off you for the next 30 years. And then, if you paid it off for 10 years or 15 years, and then you want to restart or refinance and restart the whole entire loan, hey, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But, there's better ways to utilize different banking products, such as the home equity line of credit. So we're actually going to jump into that right now. We're going to jump into that right now, because I do have a little bit of information I want to share with you guys. So let's jump into that real quick. Excellent, cool. So as you guys can see here, I do have a little presentation here. Just a little Word document here with you guys, so you guys can read along and follow along with me. All right, so home equity line of credit, and for those of you guys that don't know what a home equity line of credit is, it's where you are able to borrow against the equity in your home, right? So instead of, again, like I just mentioned, instead of you taking or doing a refinance, right, which the banks will send you a letter in the mail and they'll say, hey, you want to do a refinance? We'll give you a lower rate, and they'll make it sound good, right? The whole bells and whistles, it sounds good, but when you dig into the details, it's not actually in the benefit of you, right? Because again, you're starting over a whole another 30-year mortgage from scratch, right? So you don't want to do that, especially if you have some equity in your home, right? So for this scenario and for this example, we're going to be using someone who has a $2,000 house. They've been paying on it for a while. They have equity in the home, which is 150,000. So they've already paid 150,000 into the house, and their mortgage balance is 50,000. So typically, when you do get a home equity line of credit, I think they'll give you about 80% of the value of your home, if I'm not mistaken. So it's actually 160, but we're going to do 150 for this example, right? They have an income of $3,500 a month, and their bills are about $2,500 a month, right? So we're going to break down this setup real quick, and let me make sure you guys are good. Hit that like, share, subscribe. That like, share, subscribe. All right, cool. Everything's good. All right, cool. All right, excellent. So what you would do is, let's say you get approved for the HELOC, right? It's 150,000 that you can borrow. Technically, it'll be 160, but for this example, it'll be 150, right? So you can borrow against the equity in your home, and first thing you want to do is pay down the rest of your mortgage, right? Because if you owe 50,000 on it and you can borrow 80% of your balance, um, or 80% of the value of your home, then the wisest thing to do is just to knock out that mortgage. Now you don't got no mortgage payment. So that would be the first thing I would do if I was in this situation. Again, this isn't financial advice. This is not investment advice. This is just, you know, information, right? For entertainment and educational purposes. Do what you want to do. You're a grown adult, right? But I have an obligation to, spread the knowledge and information out there. So let's get all right. So the remaining balance is 50,000. So you would have 150,000 that you borrowed from the HELOC, and then you can pay down. You can pay off the mortgage, 50,000. Now you have your house free and clear, and you have $100,000 available, which is a home equity line of credit. Before any interest payments, you have $100,000 available. Right? Bills. You're still paying 2,500 in bills. So you take 2,500 from the HELOC to cover your bills each month. Right? Boom. So you would add you know, your bills to the HELOC. You just have your HELOC. So this is something that you can do instead of using your credit card bills, your credit card, excuse me, instead of you paying higher interest rate, unless you're able to do it, where you're not able to pay interest on your bills or on your credit cards, because most people are going to not pay the full balance on their credit cards, right? So that's going to leave you with interest, right? And the typical, credit card interest is about 10%, 15%, even up to 20% I've seen as well for personal credit cards, right? Unless you're wise and you get, you're wise enough to find 0% credit cards, right? And then you use that to uh, pay your bills. But just for this example, we're going to use the home equity line of credit, because majority of people don't have 0% credit cards, don't know about 0% credit cards. And just for this example, we're going to use the HELOC, because the HELOC will probably give you like an 8% interest rate as well. So that's going to be lower than your typical credit card interest rate, which means you'll be paying less over time as well. Okay, so you're going to add your bills to your HELOC, and now you're debt free on the mortgage, but you borrowed 50,000 from the HELOC, which works because the interest rate of the HELOC is typically lower, like I just said. So lower than your mortgage, lower than your credit card. So what you would do is, this example is just going over, repaying the HELOC. But what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take, you got the 100,000, right? So if you were wise, right, you can either do 50,000 in Bitcoin, or you can just do the whole 100,000, because either way you're gonna pay it back, right? So you're gonna pay it back. You have the money available. You don't just want the money sitting there, right? What's the money going to do if it's just sitting there? It's actually losing value. So you can take 100,000 or 50,000 and just buy Bitcoin with it, right? And now you would start to pay down your balance, right? Each month, right? So repaying the HELOC and building wealth. Your income is 3,500. Your bills are 2,500. So you're still using the HELOC to cover your bills, but you have $1,000 left over after covering your bills. So instead of spending $1,000 or letting it sit, you're going to use that to pay down the HELOC balance, right? And this is using, it's what's the term is called velocity banking. And you're using your HELOC as a tool to manage your cash flow to pay down your debt much faster, right? Because if you have a higher interest rate and you're using a credit card with a 20% interest, right, you're going to be paying on that debt much longer, because it's going to take you longer to pay down your principal balance, because your majority of your payments are going towards interest. Hope that makes sense. So you can either pay, the $1,000 obviously each month towards the HELOC. That's what you would do regardless, right? And then you would use the funds again here, the 100,000, to, that would be basically your line of credit, right? That is your line of credit. So again, you do it each month, right? Each month you're just going to continue to put your bills into the HELOC, and then you're paying it off. It's much cheaper doing it that way, much better for you to do it that way, versus you having it on your credit card debt, right? And instead of letting the extra $1,000, because you have an extra $1,000 left over each month, you can take that to buy assets, or buy Bitcoin, which is what I was saying to do with the overall remaining balance, right? You have $100,000 available, right? So you can take 50,000, go buy Bitcoin, and then continue to pay each month the $1,000 towards your home equity line of credit. So everybody knows Bitcoin's going to go up over time, right? So your $1,000 could increase. This said actually 10%. It gave me an example of 10%, but we know Bitcoin is going to grow much more than 10% year over year, right? So it was saying, it gave an example. Oh, no problem at all. No problem at all. No problem at all. Excellent. All right, cool. So if you buy Bitcoin, it's going to increase over time. So the 50,000 or the 100,000 that you're going to use, you would actually have an entire Bitcoin, right, or close to one Bitcoin. And we all know Bitcoin is going to continue to rise, right? So that would be your strategy, and use your leftover cash flow to pay down your home equity line of credit, while the value of your house continues to grow and Bitcoin continues to grow. And the reason why you want to do this is because the opportunity cost of the money, right? Let's just say you have Bitcoin, right? Let's just say you already have some assets, right? And you're already in a position with Bitcoin, right? And this is very simple, right? Very simple to understand and to get, right? If you already have MicroStrategy, if you already have some Bitcoin, right, and you need to pay some bills or whatever the case may be, something happens, right? Or you're looking to invest more, right? Instead of selling your Bitcoin, instead of selling your MicroStrategy, first of all, if you're able to, your brokerage can allow you to borrow against your MicroStrategy, right? That's one option. Second option is, again, you can do the home equity line of credit. Third option, you can do 0% interest credit cards, right? And that can help you pay off debt or to buy assets. So there are several different strategies that you can utilize to, buy more assets to grow your wealth. Because if you take the money out of your assets, then guess what? It's not going to grow anymore. And even if you have to borrow, typically I tell you guys to get 0% interest credit cards or home equity line of credit or whatever the case may be, right? You guys always talk about loans. Uh, the difference between a loan and a line of credit and a credit card. It's I get this question all the time. Can I get a business loan, or I want a business loan? And it's not the wisest thing to do is to get a business loan. The wisest thing to do for you guys The reason why you don't want a loan in general or a business loan in general is because a business loan, it expires when you're done paying it, right? So if you have a $10,000 loan, at the end of your term, you pay back the $10,000. That's it. Point blank period. You don't have $10,000 anymore. If you have a credit card or a line of credit, you are going to be able to use that yet again, right? You use 10,000, you pay back the 10,000, you still have 10,000 to use again, right? So why would you want to get a loan when you can get a line of credit or a credit card which you can continue to use versus a one-time use of a personal loan or a quote unquote business loan, right? You just gotta, it's just common sense, right? So instead of doing that, that's why I keep stressing credit cards. That's why I keep stressing lines of credit, right? Home equity line of credit, business line of credit is better, right? Even a personal line of credit is better than a personal loan or a business loan, right? So that's that. You guys can leverage 0% credit cards to pay off debt, right? You can also use this to buy assets, right? Which is what I've been telling you guys since the beginning of 2020, right? Leverage business credit, 0% interest for 12 to 18 months. Use the cards to buy assets, and then you make your payments each month. And while your assets increase in value, you just basically uh, borrowed money for free to buy an asset, right? Very simple, very easy to understand, right? And so we did talk about refinancing, right? So refinancing, we already talked about that, guys. You don't want to start over a new loan, start over the loan because again, you're starting from scratch, right? And we don't want you doing that, right? HELOC is better. Borrow as you need, pay it back. So that line of credit, again, you had that 100,000 for an example, or the 50,000 because you used 50,000 to buy Bitcoin, or use the whole 100,000, whatever it is that you decide to do. Maybe you don't do anything with it, right? Which is not wise, right? But it's available to use, right? You only pay it back when you use it, right? So you still have 100,000 sitting there. You paid off your mortgage. Boom. You don't have a mortgage payment anymore. You have your bills and monthly costs coming out each month, which can go into the home equity line of credit, right? And then now you're just paying everything in one place at a much lower interest rate, and now you have access to capital to buy assets, right? So that's something that you can do. Imagine doing that with a duplex, right? If you have a duplex, it's the same thing, right? You have a duplex, but now instead of you paying back the home equity line of credit, your tenants are paying back the home equity line of credit, right? So, there's different strategies and things that I like to go over with you guys so that way you can explore your options and then make the best decision for you, right? Best decision for you in your scenario, right? So we're just going over examples, right? So that's velocity banking with home equity line of credit. Very simple, very easy. You paid off your mortgage. Boom. You have equity still. You can cover your bills. You can buy Bitcoin. You can buy real estate because you have $100,000 to use it however it is that you want, right? And most people that like real estate are going to stay in their lane, right? They're going to stay in real estate. People that like Bitcoin are going to buy their Bitcoin, right? People that like businesses and want to invest in businesses, they can use the capital to start their business, right? So the point is, it takes money to make money. And if you don't have the capital to invest, then what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? Just going to, you're just going to do what? Nothing. You got to do something, guys. All right, so cool. This is why you want to use the bank's money instead of using your own money. Again, because if you already have money tied up in assets, then it doesn't, the opportunity cost of taking out your capital out of your assets that are going to grow over time, it's just going to hurt you in the long run, and it's not the wisest thing to do. You also speed up debt repayment because, again, lower interest rates or a lower interest rate allows you, or even a 0% interest rate, right? You can take all your debt, throw it over into the 0% interest credit card, and now you're paying straight principal, and now you're out of debt much faster versus you paying 20%, 30%, 15% interest, right? Because when you make these payments on your credit cards, guys, the majority of that payment is going to your interest. And if you don't take advantage of the opportunity, then you're just going to be in that cycle of debt much longer than you have to be, right? So this strategy allows you to use the bank's monies wisely, invest, and pay off your debt at a faster time, right? So very simple, very easy breakdown, very just a simple outline of how to use a home equity line of credit. But again, you can also do this with business credit, which I've already been talking to you guys about for the last 4+ years, almost coming up on 5 years now, which is crazy. Um, and now we're gonna jump into some tweets real quick, and we can continue with today's episode. So it just gives you guys the opportunity for those homeowners that have owned homes for a long time, right? Because again, a lot of people bought homes in 2020, and your properties did increase in value, right? AKA your dollar went down and your property went up in value. Your dollar went down in value, but your property went up in value. Which is kind of like it's the best way you should look at it, right? The best way to look at everything is to price everything in Bitcoin, and when you do that, everything gets cheaper over time, guys. So let's jump into some tweets. Jump into these tweets real quick. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. All right, cool. All right, so you guys want to play by the rules, right? Because I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, a lot of people play it safe. They want to play by the rules." People say, "Oh, I don't want to get debt." There's good debt, there's bad debt, right? Good debt, bad debt, Bitcoin dad, fiat dad, rich dad, poor dad, right? All the same kind of topic, but a different way of explaining it, right? So you want to play by the rules and play this game when the game is rigged for you to fail. So why do you want to play by the rules or play by what you've been told since you were in high school or since you were in school, right? They drill this thing into your head that debt is bad, that credit is bad, and that's your middle class. You guys are gonna use debt to buy liabilities like a car. Your house is also a liability, whether you want to admit it or not. It is, unless you get a duplex, quadplex, triplex. You know, then it turns into an asset. You got dumb stuff, right? That's why we go to Bitcoin or stupidshit.com. Um, to just show you how you shouldn't be buying stupid stuff, right? So that's that. But you guys are playing by the rules, and the game is rigged for you to fail. So if you're going to continue to play by the rules, and the game is rigged for you to fail, then you're going to what? Fail, because you're playing by a game that is rigged for you to fail. So in order for you to get out of it, you got to start thinking how you've been thinking for the last ever. I'm 35 years old. So, if I didn't change my thinking back when I was 30, right? 28, 29 is when I started to learn and started to read and found out about how to really use credit. Because when we're talking about credit cards, right? Pay your bills on the credit card, pay it off, or cut it up. Don't even use a credit card. Credit is bad. The same old typical things, right? That your average American thinks, right? Average Americans think credit is bad, and they have this evil outlook towards rich people and towards credit, right? But again, there's something called good debt and bad debt, right? So you want to make sure that you're using the debt for good things and for uh, and for assets, right? And for assets. So you know, people called me crazy and said it was risky for using business credit to buy Bitcoin when it was, 3 grand, 5 grand, 10 grand, right? But that's why you don't listen to people who work 9 to 5 jobs, right? Because most people that work 9 to 5 jobs, first of all, you hate your job. You don't want to be there. Second of all, you don't know anything about money, right? Because you think a 401k is popping, right? You think that everything that you've been told in school is the right way to do things, right? You probably went to college, right? And massive student loan debt, right? And then you're going to train your kids and have your kids grow up the same way. And you know, I, nothing against anybody that works a 9 to 5 job, but I don't want to take financial advice from somebody that works a 9 to 5 job. I just don't do that. That doesn't make any sense for me. So everybody said I was risk. It was crazy. It was risky. Oh, even to the spaces with people, or if I'm on a live and interviewing people, and I explain to them what I did, they always say, "Oh, don't do that. It's risky." Okay, well, guess what? Guess what? Playing it safe is why you're not rich, and that's why you're working a job that you don't want to work, and without no risk, no reward, right? So the average person, and it's okay. I could probably lose some followers for that. I don't really care, right? If you're upset about me speaking the truth, then this message is not for you, right? For those with ears, let them hear, and for those with eyes, let them see, right? So it is what it is. But playing it safe is why you're not rich. Playing it safe is why you're buying liabilities instead of assets. playing it safe and listening to what you're told, right? And being indoctrinated in high school and everything that we learned in school is to on the uh, keep you in the rat race, basically, right? So let's continue here. Tomorrow's episode, we do have Dennis Porter on to talk about Bitcoin as well. So shout out to Dennis team. I'm excited to have him on tomorrow's show. So make sure you guys hit the like, share, subscribe, and tune in. So today's live stream, obviously, we're talking about HELOC, good debt versus bad debt, and how rich people think, right? HELOC, 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 HELOC. Let's see. So another important tweet here is stop asking how much stuff costs and stop asking how much it's worth or its value, right? The cost of Bitcoin right now is 100 and what? $106,000 for one Bitcoin, right? That is the price of Bitcoin, but the value of Bitcoin is much, much more, right? We tell you the price is the least exciting thing about Bitcoin. If unless number go up is of course exciting, but when you understand the overall underlying technology, freedom money, being sovereign, being able to send money without anybody stopping you, being your own bank, saying fuck you to the banks, right? Because the banks are the problem at the end of the day. And we're also the problem. It's 50% our fault, 50% the banks, right? Because we don't read our contracts. We don't know about security interests. We don't read about all this stuff, right? Which is what I've been telling you guys for the last few months. Start reading your contracts. You know, get a trust. Get your stuff in order, right? Get your stuff in order. Get your stuff in order, right? But anyways, the value is much more than 100,000, right? Bitcoin's worth 10 million base case, right? So that's the value, right? The value is much more. How much is it worth? It's worth much more. The value is way more than what it is now, right? So again, just make sure that you guys have a different mindset about things. And again, if you're offended, you're getting butthurt, please, please log off and continue to live your normal, mediocre life. And don't be giving advice to anybody, right? Because nobody wants to hear your advice. Stock bros that are talking about BTC post 100,000 because, where were they at? Where were they at when Bitcoin was 50,000? Talking crazy. Bitcoin was 50,000, talking crazy. Uh, you know, it is what it is, right? But we don't want to hear your opinion, stock bros. Stick to your stocks. Stick to your real estate. All right, so let's continue. Last night I was on the phone with my son and shared this with you guys on Twitter. And when you add me, when I'm your contact in the phone, right? I have this as my picture, right? And in the picture, this is back in 2020, I think. Yeah, around 2020. Yeah, I think this is 2020. I told people to buy 3,000. They didn't. Bitcoin was 11,000. So my son was like, "Dang, Dad, you were excited about Bitcoin at 11K." And I said, "Yep, that's right." And I said, "Now Bitcoin's $105,000." So it was just funny that my son was like, "Dang, Dad, you were excited about Bitcoin at 11K." I'm like, if I was excited at 11K, imagine how I am now. But I'm kind of numb to the price action, especially if you've been here and experienced any of these pullbacks, right? Because we were actually in that 3,000, 5,000, $10,000 range for a while, and eventually popped out, right? Popped out of that range and then went up to 20, 30, 40, 50, 69,000, and it came all the way back down to 15,000. So it is what it is, right? So shout out my son, right? I just love seeing these tweets back in 2021. Damn, y'all really didn't buy any Bitcoin over the last 2 years. That is crazy. That's back in September of 2021. So we've been here, been here. We ain't new to this. We true to this. If you're shocked by the UFOs, you haven't been paying attention, right? They've been telling us in the movies for years. Absolutely. Let's see. We got Israel bombing Syria. We got to stop the wars. Um, Dave Ramsey. Oh my God! If you listen to Dave Ramsey, if you listen to Dave Ramsey, hold on, hold on. If you listen to Dave Ramsey, I just want to say one thing: have fun staying poor, right? Because Dave Ramsey's one of those people as well. I mean, how old is Dave Ramsey? He's like, hey, my phone down. I think Dave Ramsey is like, I think Dave Ramsey is like, he must be in his 60s, right? He has to be in his like 60s. I know he's in at least the 60s, but he's been telling people that Bitcoin is trash and don't buy Bitcoin and just to take $1 million to turn it into nothing, right? We're up 1,500%, so it is what it is. And every time I check my messages now, I get messages about XRP. I hate it here, guys. But it's the unit bias. I can understand. I can understand, but I don't. I don't. I don't understand, but I can understand. People are just desperate to make money, right? So it is what it is. All right, so let's continue here. February 4th, 2021. Clubhouse is wild right now. British Hotto and Chris Knight giving away Bitcoin to all the Bitcoin virgins who can give a good pitch in Bitcoin or make us laugh or make, I don't know what he's saying here. I guess I'm making him laugh because we're talking about shitcoins. Too much fun hearing shitcoin stores and newbies trying to hype Bitcoin. This is funny. It's just funny. I don't even know how I found this tweet. Yeah, let me retweet that. The good old days, man. The good old days for sure. All right, so now we getting all these sightings of UFOs and these demons, right? The fallen angels, demons. They've been here. They're not new. They've been here, guys. They're just now showing us and revealing themselves to us. So let's read this real quick, and then we can continue. All right, so no interest retained. Interest is not what you're paying, right? Interest means security interest, right? It means something than what you've been told. Because in our society, banking and even in law, these terms have several different meanings, right? So interest is different in this context, right? No interest retained in right to payments that is sold. Rights and title of seller of an account or chattel paper with respects to creditors and purchasers. So here, a debtor, a debtor that has sold an account. So I keep telling you guys, the banks don't give you money, right? You're the one giving them money, right? So they are in debt. The banks are the borrowers. You are not a borrower unless you assume that role. And you do because you signed your contracts the wrong way. You don't know what's going on. So a debtor, which is the bank, every time you see debtor, you need to think of a bank, not you. You're not a debtor unless, again, you don't sign your contract the right way. And the right way to sign your contract is without recourse, as I've shared with you guys several times. The banks sign it that way. Why aren't you signing it that way? I digress. A debtor that sold an account, chattel paper, payment intangible, or a promissory note does not retain legal or equitable interest in the collateral sold. So that means if they sell the debt, they are not they don't have any interest in it, right? Which is why I made that video the other night showing you guys how you can, if anybody has a foreclosure, right? If they don't have the note, which they don't because they securitize it and they sell it, which is also here, letting you know that if they sell it, then they don't have legal or equitable interest because they sold the debt, right? They sold the note. I'm sorry, and when they sell the note, they don't have any rights to claim any claim any payments for it. Very short, very sweet way to put it, right? Deem the rights of the debtor if the buyer's security interest unperfected, right? For the purpose of determining the rights of the creditor, because you're the creditor, and purchasers for value of an account or chattel paper from a debtor that has sold an account or chattel paper while the buyer's security interest is, we can continue that. But the main point is that once they sell, not having legal right or interest to the collateral because they sold it. Very simple. And they always sell it, guys. They always sell your promissory note. They always sell it. They sell it because that's how they are able to get liquidity and get capital. They take your promissory note and they sell it. All right, so let's continue. Fruit killing cancer. It's the fruit. It's the fruit that you need to have. Bitcoin to a milli, Bitcoin to a milli. Knowing your rights, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, God's law, aka common law. I've been saying this for the last few months, and somebody posted this, and I thought it was amazing because once you know what's going on, then you can go in these rooms and right to travel, all that good stuff, right? Right to bear arms. Can nobody tell you nothing when you know your rights, guys? But if you don't know your rights, they gonna get trampled on. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Hit that like, share, subscribe. All right. So know your rights, know the Constitution. All right. Know God's law, aka common law. Do I have the date on here? I don't have the date on here. Power of credit. Yes. Yes. Big news here. Trump confirms Bitcoin reserve plans. 15 trillion price boom predicted because he is going to sign, quote unquote, based on what the rumors are and what people have been saying, is that he's going to sign an executive order to put Bitcoin on the balance sheet for the USA, as he should. Uh, Maybe he won't. Maybe he will. I think he will. Um, and again, that's $15 trillion price boom. So we're at 2 trillion, right? 1.5, 2 trillion, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 7x uh, to 7 times 100,000, 700,000. Boom. Easy, easy peasy. Easy peasy. Uh, Here's a great example that I tweeted the other day. Why stay stuck when opportunity is knocking? Imagine this: you want to start a business, right? Why don't you use, instead of using your money, you're gonna use a business credit card and start an online store. Invest 5,000 in inventory, 3,000 into ads. That's 8,000 out of 20,000. Your store earns 10,000 a month, 120 a year. Pay back your monthly payments on the 8,000 that you use. That's only like $80 a month, and now you're cash flowing, and now you have a business. But you're able to do so because you have business credit, right? Unless you have 8,000 of your own money. But even again, like we just said, why do you want to use your own money when you can use the bank's money, right? Have your money buy assets and use the bank's money to make more money while your assets are growing over time. There's no point in you guys doing this unless you want to do it, right? Because you can do whatever it is that you want to do, but it doesn't make sense, right? You got to think smarter, guys. We got to work smarter, not harder. So again, if you don't have uh, if you don't have your credit established so you're able to do so, then you can join our program where we can help you fix your credit, or you can do it on your own. Very simple. Broke, take out as much debt as they can. Middle, avoid debt. Rich, take out as much debt as you can. The difference here is mindset across all three of these uh, scenarios, right? It's all about your mindset. It's the same message explained in different ways. You're taking out much debt to buy liabilities here. You're avoiding debt, or you're buying liabilities as well, or you're avoiding debt. So this plays in both ways. And then the rich take out as much debt as they can to buy assets that is going to grow over time because the dollar is going to go down over time. So you're basically borrowing again for free as it devalues itself to buy assets that's going to pay back what you borrowed over time. It's very simple, guys. Please don't overcomplicate. Please don't overcomplicate it. If you believe you can, if you believe it, then you can achieve it. Ask the Lord to bless your plans, and you will be successful in carrying them out. Absolutely. Shout out to Myron Golden. All right. Shout out to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. And then let's see here. I was crying laughing. All right, Jeff Booth. I also have an interview coming up with Jeff Booth. So shout out to Jeff Booth. So we got some magnificent heavy hitters coming on the show. As I said here. So just make sure you subscribe, like, share, subscribe. But what I'll do now is I think I went over everything. Yeah, because last video I went over with you guys this book. Where's that book? Here it is. Americans hope to cancel bank loans without going to court. So you need to read this book because it tells you about your promissory notes, which is you giving the money to the bank. The bank takes your promissory note, gets the cash, and loans it back to you. They get the $100 from you for $100,000 from you for free. They turn around and loan it back to you plus interest. So you need to learn how this works. And again, that's why uh, Henry Ford Sr. said if people understood the banking and monetary system, there would be a revolution before the morning. And the reason why he said that is because they're basically finessing, right? And they're finessing because you are the creator, you are the grantor, and without your promissory note, there is no money, right? So, and that plays into lawful money, Federal Reserve notes, which we went over in this class. And yes, I'm still giving away this stuff, right? So you guys let me know if you guys want to receive any of the free items that I'm giving for Christmas. And I look forward to helping you guys out even more. So with that being said,
here comes Michael Saylor. Hey! Stacking all this corn. Corn. He'll pump it, make pump slit, and it'll be grand. Fam, bells are ringing, moon boy singing. What a beautiful sight. You could dip to sleep tonight, knowing all your stacks are all right. Here comes Michael Saylor. Yo! Here comes Michael Saylor. Hey! Stacking all this corn. Corn. He's gonna shill the time chains, boot up the Fiat's wrinkly ass. Thank God for all these paper gains, so our banks cannot get wrecked. So let's give props to Michael Saylor and keep stacking sats again.
No cap. No cap.
Here comes Michael Saylor.
Yo.
Here comes Michael Saylor.
Hey.
Stacking all this corn.
Corn.
He's gonna keep melting faces for every bull and bear. Bells are ringing, laser eyes shining. What a beautiful sight.
Fam.
You can rest your hodling hands knowing all.
all right, Twitter. So we have a special guest today that we're going to bring on as well. Let me get him in here. All right, Twitter. So we have. This thing's on the delay. You're on the delay on the. That's the app, right? I'm on. Yeah. Twitter. Twitter. Yeah. But I sent you the link so you can. Uh, I got the homie here, and it's very rare for me. Make this bigger. It's very rare to meet people, in this city at least. I'm sure there's people all over the city, but rarely. We have the Orlando Bitcoin meetup as well. That there's Bitcoiners in the city, of course, but it's very rare to meet Bitcoiners in the city in general. We all know that Bitcoiners are few and far in between, guys. So it's good to link up with other fellow Bitcoiners. So I do have some Bitcoin that we'll chat about. That is actually what you can do is let me get him some. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah.
All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. All right, so I'm gonna bring up a good friend, Clarity, who I've met actually about a year or so ago. I've actually been following him on social media, and then familiar with him from social media, and then he's actually here in Orlando. So he's actually a Bitcoiner, and he invests and he likes MicroStrategy. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in, and we're gonna talk some Bitcoin here for a little bit. So let's bring him on in.
Yo,
Yo, yo.
yo.
What's going on with you, bro?
Hey, chilling. Should I turn my mic down or like are we good?
I think you're good, but what I'll do, I'll double check and make sure since we're in the same place. Usually at the interview, we're in two different places.
That might be it.
Let me just check the audio real quick. Check, check. Check, check.
Testing, testing, testing.
I think we're good.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right, so clarity, man.
Yo.
Talk to me, man. What's going on, man?
Chilling, man.
Let's introduce yourself for those who don't know you. You know, I've known you as a a Bitcoiner and someone who's on social media and has had a successful career in not only acting but making skits online and all that stuff, being funny. Making and I think you was out there with Batch and how you familiar with What's Good?
That's my what?
Okay,
That's my brother, man. We were just talking on Sunday, just having
okay.
this
I know
Bitcoin
him. I
conversation.
didn't. He's from here. I think he's from here.
You know what? No, he's not from here, but he went to Full Sail.
He went to Tulsa. Okay.
Yeah. So he spent time here.
He spent time here.
Going to film school.
Okay, cool.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Wes was born. I think he was born in Japan.
Okay,
He
cool.
definitely spent time over there. Anyway,
I'm familiar with him because I know that he was around this area.
yeah, he's going to school, film school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's dive into who you are and how you got into Bitcoin and all that good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, who I am. I mean, I just you know, some people may know me from social, just acting, entertaining, comedy, stand up. So I've been an actor since I was a kid, man. Just different shows and movies, and I think the even with the name Clarity just came from just Vine, Instagram, stuff like that. So just social media. Been doing that for like over 10 years, and then just started venturing off into the stage, just touring, doing stand up, and then. I mean, that's just what I do, who I am. Yeah, just a little bit of everything, man. Just a man, bro. Just a father, creator, man of God. I just try my best to be. Like I said, father, man, but just I'm ever evolving. Like who I am now is just a builder, right? Just a builder.
Excellent. I know you said that you're a father, so yeah, I saw on your IG that you have a daughter, and I remember you mentioning that in the live as well. That you have a daughter, right?
Yeah.
How's your daughter?
She'll be 4 in February.
4?
She'll be 4 in February.
Wow, so you got a not newborn, but new baby.
Man, it feels
4.
new. It was literally just new. It was just new. She was just new. Yeah, it felt like yesterday. Just becoming a dad, man, and going on year 4, and it still feels very new. Time's going fast. I love it, man. I'm enjoying every.
For sure. My son is 14, like I said. So I had my son when I was 21.
4 and 14 is such a.
I know. They'll be here before you know it.
You had your son
When I was 21. I had my son when I was 21, so
Wow.
it made me grow up. I think,
How was that?
scary.
Being a young dad.
Scary. I mean, I loved it, but it was super scary because I have obviously we all got dads, right? But my dad wasn't really that active in my life, so it just inspired me to make sure that I did everything that he didn't do.
Sure.
So I love my son to death, So it made me a better person for sure, and I know that I was reckless and young and doing a lot of crazy stuff growing up, and I'll talk about that probably in another video. But just to dabble on it, dabble in it a little bit. I used to sell Xanax, thousands of Xanax. I used to thousands. I used to ride around the city with Xanax in the car, like bottles of Xanax. And I used to sell that. I used to sell weed.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do a lot of crazy stuff, party, crazy stuff, bro. And I think if it wasn't for him, my path would be a much, much different path. So I know God definitely blessed me with him to tighten me up,
Yeah.
and it definitely did that for sure.
Yeah.
So
That's dope.
yeah,
Our children become our why, man.
yeah,
They become our why.
absolutely. So yeah, man. Let's talk about how you got into Bitcoin. How'd you get into Bitcoin?
Um, well, I wanted to be an adult film writer, and so I'm just kidding.
How'd you even how'd you even get into Bitcoin, dog? How did you even hear about Bitcoin?
So a good friend of mine, a homegirl of mine, who I've known, golly, for over 10 years, she was actually the one that started telling me about Bitcoin. And she told me about Bitcoin. I'm lying. Actually, okay, I heard of Bitcoin in 2017, actually, from a friend of mine. He ran this influencer talent agency in LA. And the funny thing, and I wish I was more educated on then. So back when I was like really at the height of all like the Instagram stuff, we like I don't know if you knew, but a lot of influencers, a lot of like me and Bash and West, we would get these things called brand deals, right? So we were getting a lot of branded campaigns to do videos, sponsorship videos for different brands. At any rate, in 2017, a friend of mine who was a partner at an influencer agency called me. He was like, "Yo, I have this brand deal for you." He was like, "But it's kind of different. It's kind of weird." I'm like, "Kind of different, kind of weird. How?" And he was like, "Well, I'm so stupid. God damn." He's like, "Got this cool thing, and they want to do cryptocurrency." I had never heard the phrase. Now, granted, this is 7 years ago at this point. I mean, next year will be 8 years. You feel me? But he was like, "They want to pay you in Bitcoin." I was like, "The hell is a Bitcoin?
Like, what the hell is that, right?
What is a bit?" This is 2017 now. 2016, 2017. So, like, in my defense, I didn't even, but because I'm like, we were always, I take pride in always seeing things coming before they come, which is one of the things, one of the gifts the Lord gives you, just a gift of prophecy. But like, even doing social media, being on Vine, like, that was a gift to see things. Like, even look at Instagram, look at social media now. Like, it's to the point where I'm over it. I'm
Bro,
so sick of
I'm
it.
the same way,
It's
bro. I'm over
now
it
it feels
too.
like a job. Like, I don't even want no parts of it now.
I already know,
When
dog.
we did it, we blazed the trail. It was the
Yeah.
forefront. Like,
It's funny that you say Vine. Vine was lit, bro. Vine was popping, bro. I love Vine.
if there was, there would be no
Vine was
TikTok
lit.
if it wasn't for Vine.
Yeah,
And
Vine
if it
was
weren't
it.
for the Vine creators and their ego, Vine would have been where TikTok is and beyond. Absolutely, like 100%. Absolutely. So anyway, with that being said, like, me and my whole circle, we always have the ability to see things in the future or see things coming, right? So I was always open to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, new stuff. I was open to, like, all right, yeah, because we were making too much, we were making a lot of money at that point anyway. So taking a brand deal and this new thing, like, there's no risk. Like, you want one post out of me, what's that gonna hurt me? Like, whatever. Because what they wanted was probably like a story, and they have to create nothing. You weren't gonna kill me to put it up. If you want to pay me in this thing that I could possibly turn to dollars later, sure, why not? But anyway, he was like, "Yo, they want to pay you in Bitcoin," and I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is." But he's like, "I mean, this is a cool thing, Kush. I kind of know about crypto, you should." I was like, "All right, cool." Now, I didn't say no. I was open to it, but the deal never went through anyway. Okay. So I didn't like say no. I wasn't arrogant because I would have done it had it gone through because it wouldn't have hurt me to do it, but it didn't go through anyway. So that was the first time I had heard of a Bitcoin. And then like a few years later, a mentor of mine had mentioned it. I still had no real concept of what it was, like, truly. So that was like probably like a year later. Anyway, fast forward to the pandemic. So the pandemic,
So what year was that before you moved?
2020,
That when you were offered to be paid in Bitcoin. What year was that?
2017,
2017.
like
Okay.
end of 16, beginning of 17.
Okay. Cool.
Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like the end of 17. It was like more towards like still, yeah. Um, so fast forward to 2020, pandemic, like February, March, April, one of them at the height of like everything was trying to invest. Homegirl of mine started calling me about like, you investing. I mean, she's just something Bitcoin. And so she was the one that started bringing it back up. And I was like, oh, yeah, I had heard of a Bitcoin. What's a Bitcoin? You know what I mean? And she was the one that started like, sort of trying to put me on game to the price. So at this point, I was already getting back into stocks. Because what I did know is because we were all at home, I knew the stock market, there was a lot of good opportunity in the stock market at that time. So my whole thing of investing was already in my mind. At that point, you didn't have to convince me to be an investor. You just had to put me on game on like what else was out there.
Quick
Quick
question.
question.
How
How
old
old
are
are
you?
you?
I just turned 40.
40?
40?
Yeah.
Boy,
Boy,
you
you
look
look
good,
good,
bro.
bro.
Thank
You
you.
don't
You
look. You
don't
don't
look
look
it,
it.
I'll
I'll
tell
tell
you
you
that.
that.
Thank you, bro.
No
Thank
No
you.
problem.
problem.
All
All
right.
right.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
So
So
you
you
started
started
investing
investing
about.
about.
So
So
when
when
did you
did you
start
start
I
knowing
knowing
about
about
started
investing?
investing?
investing when I was 19, 20. My
Okay,
father
before
got me into
your
it.
Your
father
father
got
got
you
you
into
into
it.
it.
So my dad,
Awesome.
my dad got me into investing in 2005 when I was 19 years old. And he's the one that helped me.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
your
your
pops,
pops,
man.
bro.
For real, for real, for real. I wish I would have leaned in even more,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm doing his work now. I'm
that's
doing
what's
his
up.
work and God's work now. But so my right here in Orlando. So when I moved away, my dad when I started because I was I started acting at a younger age when I moved to LA. So I was like on the show getting checks, and he was like, "Hey son, invest your money." He's a Southern country dude, old school. They had a business down here in Florida in the '70s. So he was always about, hey, stocks, real estate, stocks, real estate. Don't make no money and be out there going out there buying a bunch of dumb stuff. Put your money up,
You
son.
sound like me.
Bruh. I am him now. Like I took, but my daughter didn't have a choice. Like I'm already invested for her. She don't even know. But so my father was the one that helped me open up my first brokerage account. All that helped me buy my first three stocks, which was Google, Apple, and Netflix, in 2005. And so he was the one that like got me investing. Now I didn't keep up with it because I was young and a knucklehead. And in 2006, bro, you know what I
Nobody
mean?
wrote that
I
yet.
don't want to hear. I don't even know anything about it. And and I was away and I was not around him. So even though like I was lit, but it was a phone call. So I'm still by myself in LA, in Hollywood at 19. Oh
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 man,
man,
you
you
said
said
Hollywood
Hollywood
at
at
19,
19,
Bro,
and
and
you're
you're
wide
wide
eyed,
eyed,
right?
right?
You're
You're
seeing
seeing
all
all
these.
these.
You
You
sold the
sold the
dream,
dream,
right?
right?
I
I
call
call
it
it
the
the
American
American
dream
dream
because
because
you
you
got to
got to
be
be
asleep.
asleep,
To
to
believe
believe
it
it
or
or
naive,
naive,
right?
right?
And
And
it's
it's
marketed
marketed
to
to
us
us
that
that
that's
that's
what
what
life
life
is
is
about.
about.
And
correct.
And
you
you
got to
got to
experience
experience
that,
that,
right?
right?
And
And
you
you
got
got
to
to
experience
experience
that.
that.
So
So
that's
that's
crazy.
crazy.
You
You
were
were
out
out
there at
there at
19.
19.
I moved to LA when I was 18.
You moved to LA when you was 18. Your phone?
Put this on D&D. Apologies, guys.
Are you good?
So yeah, I graduated high school from Dr. Phillip at
You went to Dr. Phillips?
I graduated DP.
You went to school here?
I told you I was born and raised in Orlando. I just left.
Oh, my bad. That slipped my mind. That's crazy. You went to Dr. Phillips?
I graduated. I went to Olympia and Dr. Phillips.
When
What
did
year
you
did you
graduate?
graduate?
Oh, three.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Small
Small
world,
world.
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
How
How
many
many
people
people
born
born
and
and
raised here? For
raised here?
Born and
For
raised,
sure.
bro. Um, anyways, Pops was the one that got me involved in LA when I was 19 and wide eyed, but I was always focused. I already knew what I wanted to do. I didn't really get caught up in the LA life, for real, for real. Because I've always like focused, and I went out there, sort of saved. I didn't get into the life until later on, but even then, I always had some degree of like my head on. Really, like I was always focused, and the Lord always led, even if I was went too far. I never was wanting the life that bad, where I ever sold my soul or did some dumb stuff. But anyway, blah blah blah. Tangent. Bottom line is, I got
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass.
All right, guys, we're trying to get this internet connection thing fixed, so bear with me. Appreciate you guys tuning in. The internet here is just trash, so we're gonna try to swap it to the phones only versus Wi-Fi. So bear with me a few moments. Appreciate you guys. Bear with me.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Riding with country bass, country bass.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
All right, guys. I think we back, and I think we're good. So,
Where
where
were
were
we
we
before the
before the
devil
devil
interrupted
interrupted
us?
us? We was talking about you being in LA at 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved to LA when I was 18. After I graduated high school, I moved there to pursue my dreams of becoming an actor. So as a kid, I wanted to further a career.
Started
Started
doing
doing
that
that
at
at
18.
18.
Was doing
Doing
that
that
since I
since I
got
got
out
out
there.
there.
Got
When
back
did you leave? When did you
2003.
leave?
2003.
2003. So
2003.
you went there in 2003,
I
left in 2003.
graduated. Oh, I'm sorry. I
You
went
went
to
there in
LA in
2003, left in
2003. I
2003.
left
Oh, I'm sorry.
LA in
LA in 20
November of
November
2016.
2016.
And I
And
went
I
to New
went to New
York.
York.
I was in
I
New
was in New
York for
York for
7
7
years.
years. Well, you went to LA to New York? Well, I don't like. I've never been to New York. My mom's from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Okay. She said that she didn't want
growing up there, so that's why she
me
moved down here.
Really?
that's why,
Because she know how it's rough in New York,
you
but
know,
it's also it's good. It
it's
has its goods
also,
and its bads, right?
good.
I can't wait to get back.
Yeah, I've never been, so I got to travel.
Yeah,
I've
I
been
have
to LA.
We gotta go.
I
How
got
much is LA like New York?
How much is LA like New York?
the
How are they similar? How are they different?
power.
Ain't nothing like New York, man.
Ain't
And
nothing
ain't
like
that like LA either. Um, I just prefer New York in every way.
Why do you prefer New York?
The attitude, the grit, the dirtiness, but the opportunity, the hustle, the bustle, the attitude, the spirit, the no BSness of it. Um,
Yeah.
it forces you to adapt, to step up. You don't have a choice. But it's also easier to maneuver, I feel, to be honest, because you don't like need a car. I feel like being in a place where you need a car is very prohibitive. It's just a lot of extra unnecessary money for no reason. Gas, car, dumb shit like tires and maintenance. It's just dumb. I loathe driving. I hate it. That's why I'll never be tempted with a fancy car because I don't give a shit about cars or driving. Like the minute I'll buy it. I took the subway everywhere. You walk everywhere. You naturally stay in shape. You save so much money on gas and insurance and unnecessary, ridiculous liabilities that you don't even really need. You don't need
Exactly
any
what
of
I
it,
was
really. So,
saying.
I just love New York, man. I can't wait to get back.
I can't wait to get.
Um, I say all the time. I say LA bred me. New York made me.
You know, I've
LA
been
shaped me,
me
and
and
I became a man in here, bro.
okay, New York.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go.
yeah. I miss it. But
Never been, so yeah.
yeah. But
We talk crap about New York. I ain't gonna lie, dog. We
I
talk
get it.
crazy about New York. Cause just all the news that I see and all the craziness that go on out there, I'm like, bro, don't really want to live up there, bro. People live up there and love it.
It's either you love it or you hate it. It's people who from there that talk about it, but they never leave. They secretly used to love it. People who from there have a different concept. Like I know people who want to get out and go to LA and they regret it. I'll never move back to LA in a million years. Never. I'll visit. I have a lot of friends. I love it. But to live, you couldn't pay me.
Why is that?
I just hate it.
But why?
The driving is so big. It's too far. The cost of living is insanely astronomical. Just the pretentiousness of it all, the air of arrogance, taxes. Did I mention taxes? Whatever you make, they in your, whatever you
Yeah, I
make,
already
they in
know.
your butt.
Whatever you make,
Ain't it like 30? Wasn't it 30?
30, 40. If you're an entertainer, that's why you got to have a company. And even then, it's catered towards foolishness. I mean, you disappeared, by the way.
I see it over here. I got getting that connection on this thing. You good?
But, yeah, man, I just, never again. It's just so spread out, too spread out. I just like how I can get to. You can get the whole. You can move around the whole island of New York in like a day, and I just hate spending all that time in a car.
Spending all that on the
I feel like
car.
so much life is wasted driving.
I
Sitting in a
feel like
car,
someone
getting from one
sitting in a
destination
car
to the
from
next, just
one
feels like a
destination
massive waste of time to me.
to the
Yeah,
It
your
just
life is more
annoys me.
valuable than
It's
sitting in a
more
car all
valuable
day.
than just sitting in a car all day. And in LA and in Orlando, I just like you're just in a damn car
and in LA
all the time, and I hate
all
it.
the time. I hate it.
And at least in New York,
And at least in New
you
York,
move around. You can be around 1,000
you can
people
be
running
around
your errands,
thousand
and it's the
people
only
running
place where you
air.
can feel alone and not alone at the same time. It's weird.
And it's the only
Like, because
place you
even
can
if
go
it's a
alone.
thousand people on
Like
the
even
streets,
if
like
it's
at
a
least you have human contact.
like
If
even
you
if
don't,
it's a
if you don't
thousand
want to say
people
nothing
on
to
the street,
somebody, you don't
if
have to.
you don't want to
If
say
you
that to
want to,
somebody,
you
you don't
can.
have to.
It's just
It's
things are
just
cheaper too.
Yeah, definitely.
Like way of life is actually
it's just
cheaper. They say
is
rent
that
and
cheap?
cost of living is high,
Yeah, that's
but
true.
that's the only thing. Like you can go to the corner store and get you a chopped
You can
cheese
go
from
to the corner
Poppy for
store and
like
get
$5, and
you
bro, it's one of the best sandwiches you ever eaten in your life.
the best
Hey,
thing
I've
you
heard
ever eaten in
about
your life.
chopped cheese.
Hey, I've heard about these.
Never had one, but I heard about it.
Oh
Like Philly
Never had
cheesesteak,
one, but I
right?
heard about like Philly
no, that's a
cheesesteak,
I
right?
mean,
cheese.
it's not Philly,
It's
but
not
it's
I
like
Philly, but
mean,
it's like
Philly
Philly
has their
cheesesteak.
thing with
Their
the
thing with
with the Philly
the Philly
cheesesteak, and New
cheesesteak,
York
and
got
New
the
York got
chopped
the
cheese. So
chopped
yeah,
cheese. So
it's
yeah,
a
it's a
it's a famous
famous
sandwich at the
sandwich
end
at
of
the
the
end of
day.
the day.
It's a delicacy,
Delicacy, but
making me
making me
hungry,
hungry,
dog.
dog.
bro.
But
I'm
I'm
hungry.
hungry.
I'm about
I'm
to
about to
go.
go.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gonna
we
get
gonna
some.
get
But
some.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
it's
man,
just
it's just I just
once you
once
get
you get
rent out
rent
the
out the
way,
way,
living in New
living in
York
New
is
York is
actually
actually
very cheap.
very cheap. Food, because then it's
Food,
all very hospitable. If you know everybody, everybody just take care of each other. And there's this misconception about everyone in New York is mean. No, everyone in New York does not have time for war. Yeah, I like that.
so
So
anyway,
anyway,
it's not
it's not
about New
about
York.
New York, it's about Bitcoin. Yeah, it's not about that. I heard about Bitcoin in New York. Okay. That's the funny part. In 2017, when I got offered that deal. And then when I was back in the pandemic, I was back here when my homegirl was like, yo, you gotta do some Bitcoin.
So I
So I
started
started
buying
buying
Bitcoin
Bitcoin
in
in
Orlando,
Orlando.
but I
But
never
I never
held it.
held
I
it.
was
I
just
was
trying to
just trying to
trade and
trade
make
and make
money,
money,
get
get
rich.
rich.
I didn't
I
have
didn't
an
have any
investor's mindset. I was
I
just
was
trying
just
to
trying
like
to like
survive, get
Just
rich.
trying to make money.
I was
I was
trying
trying
to.
to make money because
Nobody knew
nobody knew
what was
what
gonna
was gonna
happen
happen
during
during
COVID.
COVID.
So
So
yeah,
make
We
sure we
good? I
good. I
think we
think we
good, but
good,
we
but
gotta
we
make
gotta
sure
make
that
sure
we
that we
good.
good.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we
good.
good.
oh, it
Oh,
says
says
oops,
oops,
connection
connection
lost,
lost,
reconnecting.
reconnected. Oh, we not good. Bro, this is terrible. It's not. It's just this place. I'm telling you, it's Orlando. It's Orlando. Area, Metro West,
Yeah,
a
I'm
horrible
stacking them,
section.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm here over here. We not
Running
good.
with country bass.
I think we back now. I mean, I see me moving. Things I got my VPN on here and it's still straight, but I mean, um,
50,000 apps open
50,000
too,
apps
so we
open too, so we
close
can
them, close
close
them
them,
Yeah,
out.
trying
close
to.
them
I had to
out.
close everything.
Everything. All right,
Let's
let's
try
try
that.
that.
At least your people still sticking with you on the live.
Yeah, they still here. They still here.
Shout out
Shout
to
out to
everybody
everybody
tuned
tuned
in.
in, man. We apologize for the technical difficulty. It's really I don't know what it is. It's the internet.
All right,
All right,
cool.
cool.
So we
So
can
we can
continue.
continue.
But yeah, you
But yeah,
said
you
you
said
heard
you heard
about
about
Bitcoin in New
Bitcoin in New
York.
York.
For the
For the
first
first
time,
time,
I was
I was
offered a
offered a
deal in
deal in
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Um, I didn't know what it was though. Like I said, so but the
But
deal
the deal
never went
never
through
went through
anyway, so it
anyway,
didn't
so
matter. But I would have
would
been
have
up
been
to it.
considered.
And then my
My
homegirl,
homegirl,
uh, Nikki
Nikki
Blades,
Blades,
shout out to
shout out to
Nikki
Nikki
Blades,
Blades,
Nicole
Nicole
Kalinani.
Kalinani.
She was the
She was
one
the
that
one
was
that was
started
started
really
really
hammering
hammering
me
it
about
about
Bitcoin and
Bitcoin and
buying
buying
it, and
it.
how she
She
has
has
some,
some.
and how I can get some, and need to get some. And from
From
then
then
on, that's
on,
how I
that's how
got
I
on my
got on my
radar.
radar.
But
But
again, it
again,
was
it
for
was
like
for
the
like the
wrong
wrong
reasons.
reasons.
Right? It was
Just
Trading it.
trading it.
trading
Trading
it,
and
trying
trying
to
to
make
make money
money.
off
Yeah,
it.
I was doing the same thing in 2017. I was like, I was just in the shit coins and all that. I was like,
And it's
and it's
fine,
fine, you know.
people
People
going
going
with
with
anything that's
anything
not
that's not
Bitcoin, in my
Bitcoin, in my
opinion, is
opinion, is
just
just
shitcoin.
shitcoin.
So
So you know,
it is
it
what
is
it
what
is.
it is.
But
But
I didn't
I
know
didn't know
better
better
in
in
2017.
2017.
I was
I was
trading it,
trading it,
buying
buying
it,
it,
selling it,
selling it,
buying it,
buying it,
selling it,
selling it,
buying it.
buying it.
It's cool.
Yeah.
But
But
hey,
hey,
it is
it
what
is
it
what it
is.
is.
I mean,
I
it's
mean, it's
not,
not.
but
But
it is
it
what
is
it
what
is.
It is what it is.
Um, you know,
you know.
yeah,
Yeah,
I guess
I
better
guess
late
better
than
late than
never.
never.
So that's
So
how you
that's how
got
you
into
got into
Bitcoin. So
Bitcoin.
how did you? So how
So
did
how
you
did you
learn?
learn?
Like
Like
what? How did
how
you
did you
learn
learn
like what
like
it
what it
is
is
versus
versus
because
you know
you were
you were
just
just
trading
trading
it.
in and whatnot.
When did
When
you
did you
actually
actually
take the
take the
time to
time to
learn
learn
I don't
what kind of
honestly,
asset it?
bro. I
I
still don't
still don't
think it
think it
actually
actually
registered
registered
until I
until
ain't
I
gonna lie. I don't
I
think
don't
it
think it
registered
registered.
because I
I
still
still
wasn't
wasn't
really
really
understanding the
understanding the
true
true
value of
value of
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
I ain't
I
gonna
ain't gonna
lie.
lie,
Probably
probably
until
until
this year,
this year.
the
The
true
true,
like it
like it
didn't
didn't
go
go
It didn't
unclick
click for you.
until like
until like
this year.
this year.
So what
So
were
what
you
were you
thinking?
thinking
I
of? I
mean, you
mean, you
still
still
thought of
thought
it
of
as
it
an
as an
I
asset?
asset?
did,
Like
yeah, just some
Just
digital
digital
assets. I was
assets. I
like, I
was like, I
get
get
that it
that it
was
was
people
people
wanted it was
wanted it
up,
up,
but I
but I
still didn't
still didn't
understand what it
understand
did.
what it
Like
did.
I
Like I
understood
understood
Ethereum more
Ethereum more
because I was
because I
buying
was
and
buying
selling
and selling
NFTs.
NFTs.
That made
That
sense
made
to me.
sense to me.
I ain't gonna
I ain't
hate
gonna
me for
hate
this
you for
next
this next
statement,
statement,
but
but
XRP
XRP
even
even
makes
makes
sense to
sense
me.
to me.
I don't
I don't
care.
care.
I've done a
Done
lot
a
of
lot of
research on
research
it,
on it,
and I
and I
still
still
understood
understood
that
that
more,
more,
right?
right?
Because
Because
Florida's
Florida
came,
came,
blah,
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 blah, blah,
blah,
blah.
blah, blah.
Oh, you
Or
know I
you know
hate
I hate
XRP,
XRP,
I
right?
know
I
you
know
do.
you
That's
do.
what I
That's what
said.
I'm saying.
I know you do, and I
And I
love it.
love it.
But two
But
things
two
can be
things can
true
be
at the
true at
same
the same
time.
time.
Um,
I'm just joking, man. I don't care, bro.
but
But
no, no,
no, no,
I
I
do
do
love
love
I
I
love
love
Bitcoin now
Bitcoin now
more than
more than
ever.
ever.
Yeah.
But I
But I
still
still
do
do
believe in it.
believe it.
But
But
I tell
I
you
tell you
one
one
thing though. I
thing though.
will
I
say
will say
this.
this.
I used
I
to
used to
have like
have like
five,
five,
seven
seven
different. I
different.
used to
I
have
used
like
to have like
10.
10.
I've
I've
cut them
cut them
off. I don't
off. I
even
don't
like
even like
Ethereum
Ethereum
anymore.
anymore.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
don't
there's a
think there's a
point.
point.
Fuck
Fuck
Solana.
Solana.
Get
Get
Solana. I
Solana.
don't
I don't
care.
care.
I don't
I
care
don't
about
care
because
about because
I
I
do
do
believe in
believe in
NFTs and I
NFTs, and I
think,
think,
but
but
even
even
Bitcoin
Bitcoin
has
has
their
their
own
own
blockchain
blockchain
and
and
ordinals and
ordinals and
whatever. But
whatever. But
Yeah.
more
more
than
than
I've
I've
started
started
looking at
looking
these
at these
things as a
things
way
as
to
a way
make
to make
money,
money,
Yeah.
as
as
opposed to
opposed to
just
just
like,
like,
oh, I
oh,
get
I
the
get the
movement of
movement
it.
of it.
I get
I
the
get the
movement.
movement.
So
I'm
right.
right.
So I've
So I've
knocked down
knocked down
everything, and I'm
everything. I'm
hyper
hyper
focused
focused
now
now on
on two
two
assets,
assets,
two
two
cryptos.
cryptos.
It's
It's
Bitcoin and
Bitcoin and
another
the other
thing.
thing.
I
I
will
will
say
say
I'm
I'm
already
already
so
so
deep in
deep
the
in
other
the other
thing
thing
though.
though.
I don't
I
even
don't
need
even
to
need
put
to
my
put my
money
money
to
to
it.
it.
Yeah.
So
So
now
now
my
my
focus is
focus is
strictly
strictly
in
in
terms of
terms of the
digital
digital
assets. Is
assets is
all
all
good.
good.
And
I
I
only
only
hate it
hate it
because
because
I
I
understand that
understand that
it's
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 people
people
can
can
do
do
whatever they
whatever they
want,
want,
right?
right?
It's
And it's
not
not
that
that
I
I
hate
hate
like
like
I
I
just
just
hate
hate
that
that
it's
it's
It's a banking tool, right?
What?
A banking tool.
What do you mean?
Because they're gonna use it. That's the whole like ploy of it. Is like it's gonna help the bank settle.
Oh,
Settle.
baking.
Yeah,
You
banking.
said baking. Like baking cake.
No, banking tool. My bad.
Which goes against the whole thing of decentralized.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand.
And the reason why I hate the banks is because again, I don't know if you heard me saying it earlier. Like a lot of everything that's happening to us now, and the reason why is because of the banks. So you're like feeding into the system that's gonna.
So
That's the
I'm glad
problem.
you're bringing this up. So let me ask you this thing.
Yeah.
If
Okay, that's a fair point,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna argue that. But if more people did own it, don't you think that puts more power into the people's hands? And because right now it's 100% the banks in control, right?
right?
But why would the banks give the people the power?
Why would
How
they
would they
allow us to
allow
have
us to have
Bitcoin?
Bitcoin?
But Bitcoin is decentralized. And I think that I keep hearing like it's Ripple's decentralized or XRP's decentralized. I don't know if it is. I thought it wasn't, but I've heard that it is.
I mean,
I don't know.
so they just
So they
came out
just
with their
came out
own
with their own
stablecoin
stablecoin
today.
today.
So,
So,
which would
which would
allow,
allow
obviously,
obviously
our
RLUSD
LUSD stability.
stability.
The thing that made me,
John,
and
I heard about this one actually
pictures.
recently.
It's
It's
one
one
of
of
the
the
first
first
two
two
I
I
heard
heard
about,
about
actually. It's
Bitcoin
Bitcoin
and
and XRP.
XRP.
Because
Because
of
of
the
the
cross-border
cross-border
payments and
sending money, and I
saw
saw
actually
actually
some
some
money
money
to
to
Africa.
Africa.
At the
At the
time, I was
time, I was
going back
going
and
back and
forth to
forth to
Africa.
Africa. I was traveling back and forth to Ghana since 2018.
Wow.
Oh, I
Oh,
want
I
to
want to
move there.
move there.
It wasn't
Was
yet.
it?
Yeah, because oh my God, I haven't been to Africa, but I already know, dog.
I
I
only
already
just
know
went
that.
because
Because
it's
it's
fashionable.
fashionable.
I'd be
I'd
over
be
there
over
right
there right
now.
now.
Had
Oh
it not been
yeah.
for my daughter being
Being
born
born
and
and
her,
her,
and COVID, I would have been there.
Yeah.
I was
I was
back and
back and
forth.
forth.
I big, the way
The
I
way I
swallowed
swallowed
the
the
orange pill
orange
on
pill on
Bitcoin, I
Bitcoin, I
swallowed the
swallowed the
pill
pill
about
about
Africa
Africa
and
Yeah.
and
Ghana
Ghana
before it
before it
became
became
popular.
popular.
You
Yeah.
go on my
You go on my
Instagram right
Instagram
now,
right
you
now,
see
you see
posts from
posts from
2018.
2018.
I've
I've
been
been
in,
in,
I'm
I'm
mentally
mentally
gone
gone
already.
already.
Yeah, nah. I mean,
Uh,
the whole. Oh my God, let's talk about Africa. Then. A lot of Bitcoiners, a lot of Africans utilize
I'm trying
Bitcoin,
to
and
say.
so that's the way for them to escape their corrupt government.
So,
So
another
another
friend of
friend of
mine who
mine
I
who I
met
met
on the
on the
plane
plane
going
going
to
to
Ghana,
Ghana,
they were
they were
talking
talking
about
about
how
how
phone-to-phone,
phone-to-phone,
peer-to-peer
peer-to-peer
payments were
payments
so
were so
important. And
important.
I
And
was
I
doing
was
a lot
doing a
of
lot of
hospital
hospital
work in
work in
Ghana.
Ghana.
So
So
our
our
biggest
biggest
thing was
thing was
getting
getting
money
money
to
to
Africa.
Africa.
Yeah.
And there
And there
was
was
no
no
way.
way.
Yeah.
So
So
XRP
XRP
was
was
like,
like,
bruh,
bruh,
we
we
knew
knew
mobile
mobile
payment,
payment,
mobile to
mobile
not
to not
even
even
peer to
peer to
peer,
peer,
mobile
mobile
to
to
mobile
mobile
money.
money.
Because the
Because the
problem
problem
is
is
like, all
like, all
right,
right,
how
how
can
can
somebody
somebody
get
get
their
their
currency
currency
in
in
USD?
USD?
Although you're
Although
not
you're not
using my
using my
credit
credit
card,
card,
you have to
you have to
swipe it
swipe
and
it
then
and then
transfer and
transfer
all
and
this
all
other
this other
crap.
crap.
So
So
because
because
I was
I was
already
already
seeing
seeing
like the
like the
need
need
to
to
send
send
bread
bread
back and
back and
forth from
forth from
America
America
to
Yeah.
the
to the
motherland
motherland
Yeah.
is
is
why
why
I
I
personally,
personally,
Okay.
right,
right,
was
was
like,
like,
I'm
I'm
on
on
this
this
particular
particular
payment
payment
system
system
because
because
I'm trying
I'm
to get
trying
out
to
of
get
here.
XRP.
Yes,
Okay.
because I'm
because
trying
I'm
to get
trying to
out
get
of
out
here
of here
anyway.
anyway.
But why would they use XRP when they use Bitcoin? What was the point? It was faster
No, you
You
can't
can't
send
send
money through
money through
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
on the phone.
Well,
Well,
you
Now
can
you can.
now you can
you
But
can
send
back
you can
then,
send
too.
Bitcoin,
Bitcoin,
but you
but
can
you can
send
send
actual
actual
money.
money.
See,
See,
you
you
can't
can't,
you
you
can
can
send
send
money
money
through
through
XRP,
XRP,
and
and you
and it
and
was
it was
still
still
cash.
cash.
You can
You can
use
use
that
that
because
because
XRP is
XRP
like
is like
Western
Western
Union
Union
Okay.
for the
for the
digital
digital
world.
world.
Okay. Okay.
The
The
same
same
way
way
you
you
can
can
like
like
it's a
it's a
way
way
to get
to
the
get the
bread
bread
over
over
there,
there,
Okay. Okay.
and that's
and
what
that's
it
what
is.
it
It's
is.
a
It's a
payment
payment
system as
system as
opposed to
opposed
a
to a
currency.
currency.
That makes sense. That makes
So
sense.
that's
So
why
that's
I
why I
put it
put it
up, and
up,
that's
and that's
why
why
my
my
whole
whole
thing.
thing.
So
So
it's
it's
not
not
a
a
coin.
coin.
It's not.
It's not
For me.
for
It's
me.
not
It's not
about.
about.
I
I
won't
won't
sell. I
sell. I
haven't
haven't
sold
sold
since
since
2018.
2018.
Or
It's like that payment rail.
it's a
It's a
payment
payment
realm.
realm.
Okay.
That's
So that's what they were saying. But so I mean, hey, if all these people are trying to solve, the same problem, that's what it sounds like to me. Because everybody's trying to solve the same problem.
Yes.
They just call it a different thing, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And so with Bitcoin, it's like, okay, so you're saying that's the payment rail. It's probably a little bit more accessible. Obviously, make way faster than Bitcoin because Bitcoin didn't have Lightning or
Correct.
was just starting back then.
Correct.
Correct.
But now, because like the more you know, it's like, okay, well, I tweeted this. It's like, okay, well, if I know we have Lightning Network,
Right.
if I know we can send Bitcoin to, they can do phone to phone transaction on
Now,
Bitcoin
Now,
now.
yeah.
yeah.
And
And
you
I
can
know
just
we have
swap
Lightning
it. You can
Network.
swap it for USD if you need it, right? Or any other.
other.
Can you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So if we can do that, then it's like, what's the point of having XRP? To me, in my opinion. But again, they're just trying to solve the same quote unquote problem. But I just don't like the banks, bro. So that's what
I
it
agree.
comes down to.
I agree.
Because I remember in 2008 the financial housing crisis.
I agree.
I don't know if you heard what I was saying earlier in the live stream. I said people think that the banks give us money. They're not. They're not. The banks are the borrowers, bro.
Yep.
That's why the banks got bailed out is because they don't have money.
Right.
We are the ones that create the money with our promissory notes, and And when we say we're going to promise to pay, they take that and then they sell that, and then that creates the money. You feel me? Or they go to the Federal Reserve Bank and then they create the money that way. So people don't even people don't even know that. Most people don't even know that.
I'll tell you this: what I have done, and I've been telling all my friends and family, I've been telling people, get your money out the bank.
Absolutely.
get it out the bank now. Yesterday, there's actually zero incentive for us to have money, especially now. Like, I'm still a big stock market guy, right? So, because I gotta make money to buy my Bitcoin. And my daughter's daycare is not gonna take Bitcoin payments. Sorry.
And I'm glad they don't, because
I wouldn't do that.
they would be wise if they did that.
So I still got a brokerage because still investments and I gotta build my wealth. Because if we're in it for the movement, and I'm never gonna sell. I need money. So I trade stocks. I get that the dollar is valueless, so I'll immediately. The only stock I'm going super heavy on is Tesla, MicroStrategy, and then NSTX because I'm a glutton for triple leverage.
Smart move.
So, but with that being said, Fidelity is a bank. Really, they give you a checking account number, routing number, and everything, and a debit card. So at least my money sitting in Fidelity is getting better interest than Bank of America, Chase. And I become my own bank now because at least I have my and I can't wait till the exchanges do this. They used to do it, but they stopped. I guess because everybody leveraged. But like the minute we can borrow against Bitcoin again, it's over.
Yeah, absolutely. They have companies trying to get that
They need to get
situated.
that.
Yeah.
Because like the main reason I'm even having a Fidelity account is because if you have an account and you got a bunch of money in there, instead of selling your stocks,
That's exactly what I said, and I don't know if you heard me say it.
no.
I said it earlier. I was like, most people don't know that you can borrow against your stocks. Yeah, most people don't know
That's why I have a portfolio, to be honest with you. I'm gonna build that sucker up as much as I can.
So you see, this is the play, because this is how. Because I don't know if you know, I'm a business consultant and a financial strategist, and I'm a contract consultant. So I help people read their contracts. I help people, you leverage business credit and their personal credit to get money to buy assets, whether that be their business or real estate or whatever, right? So I help people do that. But one of the strategies I teach is, okay, if you got stocks, borrow against your stock, use that money, put that in an IUL.
What's that IUL?
In an Index Universal Life program,
Life
insurance. So what you're doing is, they all do it. Yeah, all the smart people, all the rich people do it. So what you're doing is you're borrowing money, your stocks are still growing, then you're taking your assets, they're still growing, then you're taking the borrowed money, then you're funding your IUL, life insurance policy. Then you can borrow 80% of that. So now it's working twice. You're using the same dollar twice, literally twice. And then now you can borrow 80% of that. And then now you can go buy more Bitcoin or do whatever it is that you're doing. So you're just continuously leveraging it. It's like, bro.
And then is the key. One of the things I thought about that is like, because where I messed up in 2020, I borrowed at the wrong time.
Yeah.
When Nexo was allowing it, I borrowed, bro. I had so much of everything. And I borrowed at the top. And then they got collapsed. So they called it for they stuff back. And I was like, hey, it's gone.
Margin call.
Margin call. So to that, it makes sense to me when no one's ever really confirmed it. But I feel like it's almost like buying the dip. Like you borrow when it's at the bottom and you know it's going to go there.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, you got to time. You got to know the market cycle.
If I borrow and it drops, then they're going to call it. But if I borrow and then it goes up, it gained value. It didn't lose. So I would go calling for me.
And that's the reason why the IUL is dope, is because they're gonna switch between bonds and the market. So they're gonna swap it between the bonds and the market. You're gonna automatically get 6 to 8%, automatically, no matter what, even if the market tanks. They guarantee 8%, right?
Interesting.
So that's
it's
the
almost
dope
like
thing
a fixed
about it.
rate.
Huh?
It's almost fixed.
Yeah, it's fixed. It's like 6 to 8%. You have to talk to your agent or an agent to find out what's going on. But that means you still got your stocks. You got 6 to 8% automatically, and now you're borrowing money out of that as well. And then now you go get Bitcoin. That's what I recommend people do, or go get your real estate property and then, have your tenants. Unless you're getting like an apartment complex, I don't recommend nobody get some, don't go touch your real estate unless you're getting, more than 5, 6, at least 10 doors minimum, so that was actually worth it, because you're only going to get 10% ROI on a single family.
My boy just sold his house because of that. He had an investment property in Florida. And he lives in Tennessee, somewhere. And he was like, bro, I just sold it. It was too much. Like I was on Airbnb all day. It's like, one door.
No, one door's not it.
But my homegirl who's in Chicago, who's a real estate, she's like, before you buy anything, let it be multi-unit. My
Smart
business
business
partner,
strategy.
best friend slash business manager right now is supposed to make a $10 million deal on a multi-unit, and that's the play. He was like, "That's the play. We about to run back over, and they just did it in Ohio."
It's the smartest thing you can do.
That's the play.
So yeah, if you're gonna do that, that's why I tell people, hey, if you're gonna buy real estate, cool, but don't buy no single family.
Buying
Buying
a
a regular
crib
crib
is
is
just pointless. You
pointless.
just know
There's
there's no
no
passive
passive
income.
income.
Yeah, like you
I
get
mean,
you probably get 10%, but
yeah.
right? For the whole year, 10%? Hell no.
Well, I will say though, I
I
had
had
a
a
penthouse in New
in New
York.
York.
I was
I was
Airbnb.
Airbnb.
That was
That was
different.
different.
That's different. If you're Airbnb, that's different as well because you're not just sending to one unit. I mean, one tenant.
Sure, sure,
Airbnb, you're a higher ROI,
sure.
so that makes sense, right?
Okay,
But you have to. Location is key, right? Location,
sure.
location.
I was
Depends
living
on
in
where you're at.
Manhattan by Wall Street.
So that's smart. You feel me?
Yeah, but they shut that down quick.
Oh yeah, they
New York,
ain't gonna have
because
it.
New York's pockets was getting light. It's still the mafia, bro. Hotels, cabs, they hated it. They hated it. But my
My
brain
brain
clicked from that, so I want to do it again. But I want, you know what I'm saying? Multi. Anyway,
Anyway,
at the end of the day,
I just want, it's to the point where I want as many side hustles as possible
to
to
just
just
buy
buy
a
a
real
real
Bitcoin.
That's right.
I
I do want some property investment.
And
And
I'm even over just I
I
put
put
on
on
my
my
post
post
the
the
other
other
day. I
day.
don't
I
know
don't
if
know
you
if you
saw it in
saw
my
it in my
story, but
story,
I
but
was
I was
like,
like,
because it's click. God is dealing with me, and it click. I'm like, I don't care about that no more. I don't care about the media.
It's irrelevant, bro.
I don't care about the media. I said, I don't care about. I don't care about the news. I don't care about the president. I don't care about Trump. I don't care about the election. I don't care about Diddy. I don't care about Jay. I said, I don't even care
All
about.
that's distractions,
I don't
bro.
even care about entertaining right now and social media being on stage. I said, for now, because that's still a blessing. It's a talent that God
That
gave
God
me.
gave you exactly.
And I'm gonna get on stage. I'm still do my thing. But I feel the calling right now, like right now,
Yeah,
to lock in and it's just grab
yeah,
and then just building the foundation.
yeah.
Because if we do this right, I'll never.
Have to work again.
And it's not even. I don't mind work because touring is work. That's
That's
for me. That's making new
making new
films.
films.
Well, working and a job are two different things, right? Because God has called you to do your work. You're supposed to work, right? Your work can be helping people, doing your love, your passion, and then your job is something that you dread to go to, or damn, I gotta go to work. I gotta go to my job.
Just mad.
Yeah,
But it's
an
I don't
honor,
even, bro. I've
bro. I've
dropped
dropped
all
all
like. But I just don't
don't
even
even
care
care
about
about
skits. That's when you
That's
say,
when you
like I know
I
how
know
I
I
used to
used to
do.
do,
We
and we
used to
used to
make good money,
but
because again, when
again,
too
when
many
too many
people
people
find out about
about
something,
something,
it's
it's
saturated.
saturated. And now they don't value influencers. So
So
now,
now,
like
like
I
I
quit.
quit.
I was
I
like,
don't know
what's
what
this type
type
of
of
name?
name.
Well, you're
You're
in
in
a
a
content creator influencer.
influencer.
I am
I am
proud of
proud
it.
of it.
I'm
I'm
proud of
proud
what
of
we
what we
started,
started,
but
but
Now it's not. It's not
it's
what it
not
used to
special.
be. Everybody's
It's I don't
influencing
even,
it.
bro. I'm
I'm
over
over
like
it.
Yeah.
the name makes me sick.
Yeah, and I don't even like that word at all.
It's
It's
so
so
convoluted and it's
convoluted, it's
oversaturated. It's
oversaturated.
like
It's
not
like
even
not even
funny.
funny.
Like
And like
now they
now they
don't
don't
value
value
because now y'all messed it up. Everybody want to do it. So now they're not.
Oh, that's how I feel with Bitcoin, right? And did Bitcoin help you realize that, or did just life in general help you realize that?
I've
I've
been
been
exiting from
exiting from
social
social
media.
media.
Again,
Again,
2018 was
2018
my
was my
year.
year.
It was
It was
around the
around the
same
same
time I
time
was
I
like,
was
I
like,
got
I
out of
got out of
America.
America.
I'm going to go to
I'm going to
Ghana.
Ghana.
I got to
Gotta
stop being
stop
a
being a
creator
creator
because I can already see
already
the
see the
writing on the
writing on the
wall.
wall.
They're going to
Gonna
start
start
paying us
paying
less
us
and less
less
and
and less
less
and
and
less and
less.
less.
And
And
TikTok,
TikTok,
people
people
think
think
that shit
that shit
lit.
lit.
It's
It's
just
just
not
not
lit,
lit.
bro. The
I be getting
engagement
on my son, bro. He be on that
is
shit. It's like,
so
bro, get your ass off
Get
of
off
that.
of it. It's and the
and the
algorithm is
algorithm is
so
so
sickening. It's
sickening.
such
It's
a
such a
trap.
trap.
And
And
if
if
people don't
people don't
see it,
see it,
I'm
I'm
sorry, you're
sorry, you're
dumb.
dumb.
Because
Because
they'll
they'll
make
make
one
one
video out
video
of
out of
every
every
10 or
10 or
20 go
20 go
pop,
pop,
just to
suck you
in.
in.
Like,
Like,
oh,
oh,
this will
this
get
will get
100,000
100,000
views. The
views.
next
The
one's
next
like
one's
10
like 10
views.
views.
Did you see the video of Joe Rogan talking about how the algorithm here is different from the algorithm in China?
Yes, they
Yes,
don't
they don't
show
show
half the
half the
crap
crap
here,
here,
which is
which is
why
why
Trump and
Trump and
everybody's
everybody's
fighting.
fighting.
He's
He's
like,
like,
listen, I
listen, I
don't
don't
care,
care,
but
but
the
the
truth
truth
is,
is,
why
why
are
are
you
you
letting
letting
a
a
bunch of
bunch of
foolishness
foolishness
seep
seep
through
through
here,
here,
but you
but you
dare
dare
not show
not show
that to
that to
your
your
kids
kids
in
in
China?
China?
So
So
are
are
you
you
making us
making us
dumb?
dumb? Is that the intent
That's like the rappers. The rappers don't let their kids listen to the rap songs
that they make?
that they make because they know it's poison, right? But so you want to feed the masses the poison, but because and you know I don't know if you know this, I rap.
Uh-huh.
I make music, but I don't talk about killing people. I don't talk about I talk about partying, and of course having fun with the girls and whatever. But nothing about murdering and like killing people,
Sure.
at least to that extent, or at least not anymore. And I mean, we were influenced by that. You feel me? We were taught. That's what you said. Talked about earlier. It's like we were influencing. Like that's what's in our faces all the time.
Since
You
we're
feel me?
kids.
And so when you grow up with that and you're hypnotized by that and you're influenced by that, this is why I was selling. That's why I was selling drugs. You know what I mean? It's like why was I doing that? Because our parents were working. And what's teaching us? What's
TV, music
teaching
videos on TV. BT's like, get rims, get cars, Air Force Ones. At 18, bro. At 8.
Yeah.
Just teaching us that this is what we need to be cool, to get success. And it's like, none of that comes.
None of that matters.
None of that matters, but none of that comes in a normal way.
Yeah.
You're not getting what job is giving you that money to get the things that they're putting in your face at 12 or 13. The pressure
To be cool.
for an urban kid is immense, not young privileged kids. The pressure to be cool for every other non-rich kid is so heavy. People have no idea.
Yeah.
Even on young girls. But
That's worse for the women, I think, in my
oh my
opinion.
God, dude. It's terrible. People with, like let's talk about like rappers on like 18 was rap. Drug would be offended if his kid was doing drugs. And people who run social media don't let their kids have social media.
So I used to get I used to get slack. I don't really care because, like I said, I used to rap. I've been there, I've done that. So I be talking crazy, especially about the community or the culture, right? It's like I would see like you see the flyest dude, looking fresh, fly, brand new J's, but you taking the bus, bro. Like, come on, bro. Or you flexing on Instagram, with your gun, and doing all that stuff. It's like, come on, bro. That's not cool, bro. But how you got a closet full of Jordans and no assets, bro?
Do you own Nikes?
You own Nikes. You don't own no Nikes, but you own a closet full of Nikes.
It's
But
not, but it's not our
great
fault.
that we're able to see that.
It's not our fault. They push it all in our community on purpose, but they don't teach us the other stuff. And it's by design. It's just modern day Jim Crow.
You right? I feel like it is our. I feel like it's 50-50. Same with the banks, right? I feel like it's 50% our fault, 50% their fault. Because if we know, like, we know better, right? So we're doing better. But also, if the parents were around, or parents were around, because they have to work. I understand that.
Oh, well, not
even
even
that.
that. Some of people have their dads in jail trying to hustle in the 80s.
I understand.
Crime bills, three-strike rule, all that bullshit.
I understand.
Cats are in jail now that Kathleen gets to do legally right here.
I already know.
I'm angry about this too. This woman gets to have a whole weed business legally.
I already know.
Right now.
I already know. That just shows the hypocrisy. But that's why I just tweeted. Let's just go back to the tweet that I just said. It's like, I'm not a rule. I always break the rules. You feel me? Not laws. Not saying anything about laws, right? I'm not incriminating myself, right?
Yeah,
But rules.
Rules are different.
I'll break the rules, right? Because the rules and the game and the system is designed for you to lose when you play by their rules.
Absolutely.
So you have to break the rules to get out. And that's why I was saying earlier, it's like, okay, a lot of people call me dumb or call me, that's risky because I leveraged business credit back in 2020 to buy Bitcoin.
I wish
At
I had
0% interest.
0%.
Bro, I tell people, dog, I've been telling people for 5 years to do the same thing, bro. And nobody.
How do you do 0%?
How do I do that? I'll break it down for you, dog. Very simple, dog. And I've been saying this for 5 years, bro. You want to have a personal credit score of at least 680 or higher. No negative items, no late payments. If you have late payments, negative items, you can get those things removed. I have a program. You can do it yourself. Use ChatGPT. Go get my do-it-yourself ebook. Go look on YouTube. Dispute it, get it off. I don't care how you get it off, get it off. Remove all negative items. You need at least 6 to 10 positive accounts. You need a couple credit cards. You're gonna need credit builders that I have. You can get some credit builders like Self Lender. You can get Credit Strong. You can get this jewelry spot where you can get a $15,000 limit by buying a piece of jewelry and just pay on it each month. So you build your credit profile up, right? Once you build your credit profile up, then you can open up an LLC, or you should already have an LLC for tax advantages, et cetera, et cetera. So once you have a 680 or higher, then now we got Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, right? You have no inquiries, cool, we can clean those up. You can go to each bank, go to 3 banks per bureau. 3 times 3 is what? 9. 9 banks. If 9 banks give you $10,000, because we're going to go to 3 different banks, because I know who pulls from who. Got to be strategic, right? You got 3 banks that pull from Equifax, 3 banks that pull from Experian, 3 banks that pull from TransUnion. If they, bare minimum, if they give you $10,000 each, 10,000 times 9 is what?
10,000 90.
That's $90,000. So by you leveraging the credit and knowing how to maneuver and how to move, you say, damn, okay, each LLC I can get 90,000. I can remove the inquiries and do it all over again, and remove the inquiries and get another LLC and do it all over again. That's why I said each LLC is at least 100K, right? And that's on the low end, because I know Chase gives you 50 racks. I know people. I got plugs at Chase that will give you $50,000. So I just said 10,000 as the minimum, right? And Chase pulls from Experian. So if you go to, and we can get 2 cards. So that's 100,000 just on Chase. That's one inquiry. So I say $100,000 on the lighting, because most people don't think it's possible. And when I throw these numbers, 250, 150. They don't even think it's possible, right? I have a video with my brother telling me he didn't think it was possible. I got my brother $100,000 in business credit. He took that and got an Airbnb. He's down in Miami. You feel me? He used it to get furniture. He used it to do whatever he wanted for his business, but I was able to get him capital so he can start doing it. So when you know how to maneuver, instead of me, because I was going to buy real estate in 2020, right? So I was like, damn, I got some bread. I'm like, okay, what should I invest in, right? I was like, I don't want to buy stocks. I was like, real estate's looking popping, but okay, I can get what? You got to put down 20% on every 100,000, right? So 20 grand for every 100,000, right? So I was like, all right, I can get maybe like a 500,000 unit. That's what 100,000. I was like, damn, that's on my bread though. So I can't even get no crazy unit like that. I only got 100,000. So I was like, all right, instead of me buying, real estate, I'm like, this ain't gonna be the best opportunity cost for my money. I was looking to see where I'm gonna make the most money at. And for me, I was like, all right, damn. I started my credit repair business in 2020. Didn't take a lot of money at all. And the rest of the money, I bought Bitcoin, bro, from 3 grand, 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand. Bitcoin went to $69,000, bro. And I gave everybody the blueprint on Twitter. You can look it up. I've been telling everybody for years, you can do this too. Here's the blueprint. Here's the approvals. I got pictures of the approvals. I got pictures of everything, bro. Tweeting, live streams. You see my IG. I got the first couple ones is first couple things is or one of the posts is the Amex plug. One of my partners got an Amex plug card, 500,000, because he knows how to manufacture spend. So he makes the spending look more. He makes the spending look a lot, so they give him more. You feel me? So he got $500,000 limit on an Amex Plum card. So just the way you maneuver and use these banks, you're able to get the capital from the bank. So it's 0% interest from 12 to 18 months, and now you borrow money from the banks for free. You take that money, you go buy an asset, whether that be you start your business, whether that be real estate if that's your lingo. But for me, it was Bitcoin, right? So I bought Bitcoin, and Bitcoin went on a fucking tear. And I said, not too long ago, I was like, okay, I recognize that there's cycles. I recognize that there's, patterns, right? Bitcoin goes up for 3 years and then goes down 1, right? So I'm like, okay, well, it's about that time to run it up again. Went on Twitter. All right, I'm about to. If I had a home, I'll get a home equity line of credit, but I don't. So what am I about to do? I'm going to go back and get more funding, open up another LLC, make sure my credit is right, and go get some more Bitcoin. Now, it's very simple. Very easy. You ain't got to trade. You ain't got to think about anything, right? Just buy your Bitcoin and chill, bro. And that's all you have to do. And that's exactly how I did it, bro. Very simple. And then you can delete the inquiries off, because this business credit is usually, if you delete inquiries off your personal credit, it'll take off that account. But if you do it on the business side, it'll take it off with no issues, no problem at all. And then you can just rerun the play again. So each LLC is again 100,000. You do like 2, 3 LLCs, right? two, 300,000. Boom, that's your capital, right? Because most people want to work their job. Most people think that they can save, which you can. It's going to take you 5, 10 years, right? Everybody likes to drink. Some people like to smoke. Some people like, everybody has their thing that they love to spend their money on, right? You only have so much income at the end of the month, right? So if you're spending all your money on bills and then you only have $500, let's just say, at the end of the month for you to to invest or to spend on whatever it is that you spend it on, $500 times 10 months, that's only 5 grand. So why would you wait 5 months to get 5 grand or 10 grand when you can just fix your credit in that same 10 months, and then in a click of a button, by your credit being good, like I just said, you can get $90,000. So why would you work harder when you can just work smarter and get way more capital in a faster period of time, and then use that money if the cycle is right? If you're, okay, MicroStrategy, all right, I'm thinking about doing a little bit of MicroStrategy because I did a video the other day. I was like, all right, well, let's just say you didn't want to use everything for Bitcoin, right? Do 20% MicroStrategy, 40% Bitcoin, and then use the rest to start your business. That way, even if your business fails, Bitcoin's going to go up. MicroStrategy is going to go up, right? So now you got options, right? And now you're not so pressured. And now you don't have to worry about, you're saving, you're trying to make money at your job, right? And that's not gonna change your life, bro. Your job is not gonna change your life. Like, people think their job is like end all be all, and it's okay to have a job, but you're not gonna get rich at your job. And you're not gonna save 90 grand in 10 months at your job unless you got a really good job. And at that point, you don't really, even if you did do that, why would you use your money? Like I just said, use the bank's money. That way, if you fuck up the bank's money, you still got your money. Okay, yeah, you might have to pay back debt, but no, you don't, because I just teach everybody the promissory note funded the entire account, and they sold the note. So that means they can't even collect on it. But if you don't know, if you look at when people get sued, bro, they don't even read their shit. It don't say that you owe a debt. It says that you broke the contract. But the contract is null and void as soon as they sold the fucking note, the promissory note, and they didn't tell you, and they made money off of it, and you don't even know that without your note, you created the money. So when you know this shit, it's like,
They still don't know, but still trying to collect that.
exactly, and you don't know about it, so you think you have to pay the bill.
My credit's gonna suck.
Yeah, but you can clean up your credit and then do it all over again. So it's like, I just try to tell people that, but we're so used to, like, I don't know if you heard me saying it earlier. I was told credit is bad. I was told don't even get a credit card. My parents didn't know nothing about credit. You feel me? I paid for a mentorship for 5 grand to start my credit repair business, and it was the best money I ever spent because I made over 6 figures with the credit. A $5,000 investment yielded me over 6 figures in a business that I still run to this day. This is back in 2020. So I understood the power of investing. Right? I understood the power of credit because I seen my mentor leverage credit to buy things that he liked. He had designer, but he didn't use his money to buy designer. He used his credit card to get the points. The points he used to buy designer. So that way he's not spending his money on stupid stuff. He's just using the money that he was going to spend on his business anyway to get the points, and then that he used, right? And that's why I say use Fold. Use the Fold card, because if you're going to buy your bills anyway, you're going to pay your bills anyway, use your Fold app and your Fold card, because you're going to get Bitcoin back, which is way better than any points, in my opinion. Bitcoin's going to go up way more, right? Yeah, it's called Fold, bro.
A credit card?
It's a debit card. Even better. See what's in my wallet, bro. What's in your wallet? Fold app. I don't even have it on me. I have the app though. Here's upgrade. There's a personal card right there. Here goes my business card right here, bro. I walk around. I used to walk around with I got a fat thing of card right here. That was another card. I got a fat thing of credit cards, bro. And all you do is every 12 months, it just, God forbid, you buy at the top, right? And you lose your bread, or you're losing some bread, or it's coming down a little bit. You have 12 months. So at the end of the 12 months, clean up your credit, take off the increase, and then just get another card for 12%, 0% for another 12 months. Just move that over. And now you got another 12 months. So you don't have to worry, bro. But we have to strategize and look at it differently, right? Oh, it's risky because what if it goes down? What if it goes? It's gonna go down. Nothing goes up forever. So learn the cycles and be smart about it. And God forbid you buy at the top, sell it before you take too big of a hit, invest in something else, right? And then by the time your 12 months comes up, transfer that debt to another card for 12 months at another 0% interest. So now you ain't even got to worry. So if you're paying, it's only $1,000 a month to between all the cards for $100,000 if you spend it all, if you use it all. That's all you gotta have. So I've gone over in extensive like examples, bro, on how to do that, bro. You don't even have to use the whole 100,000. Use whatever that you use, right? But put aside money for your monthly payment, because it's the minimum monthly payment. That's all you need to pay. And now you got your monthly payment on the side. You don't gotta worry about it. Boom, every month it's gonna come out, and now the rest of my money, the rest of the money is going to assets, MicroStrategy, MSTX, Riot, Mara, iBit, Clean Spark, real estate if that's your lingo. That's the strategy, dog. And I just try to tell people, but they're just so used to being like one way that they don't want to take risk, and it's too risky, or I don't want to do that because I've been told that credit is bad, or whatever, right? Whatever the media says, right? And that's why they're in the position that they're in, because they don't never take risks, or they don't learn, or they don't read. And if you start to read and start to invest in education, right, then you start to look at things differently. And when you change your mind, you change your thoughts. When you change your thoughts, you change your world, right? Life and death is in the power of the tongue, right? Like the Bible said. Everything that we be hearing nowadays is in the Bible, bro. Everything. Manifest is in the Bible. Reaping what you shall show is in the Bible, bro.
Everybody want to take something that's already been just,
We're trying to finesse it, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I didn't mean to go on that rant, but it's just like, that's what I help people do, bro. That's exactly what I help people do.
Okay. Wow.
And that's a game changer for those that want to change their lives, you feel me?
Yeah, we're gonna have to chat a little bit more.
Yeah. And again, you can go down my IG, you can go down my Facebook, bro, and this is documented, you feel me? Okay.
Because my biggest thing now is like, I want to do like the Sailor was doing.
This is the sailor play for somebody that doesn't have a Fortune 500 company.
But I want like, because I'm like with stock, my company can pump stocks, which would make my company valuable. Because I have a business LLC, right? So like my company owns all these assets. So it's like, how do I get my company to hold Bitcoin when none of these exchanges offer business accounts? So it's like, if you own Bitcoin right now, it's like, okay, well, how do you get your company? Because you're buying it. It's all about what EIN number you're purchasing. So right now, my biggest problem is like, I'm buying, but like, how is MicroStrategy? Like, since MicroStrategy acquired Bitcoin, it's like, okay, from where? Where's MicroStrategy?
Swan. OTC.
What?
Over the desk. Like from miners over the desk. I think Coinbase does have a business account, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I think you can sign up.
I missed it.
Let me check. I mean, what you can also do is you can just gift it over. I think you have a certain amount of gift that you can give each year, or you can do. I think Swan will allow you to, if I'm not mistaken. Coinbase, let me look it up.
I'm trying to buy Bitcoin under my business LLC.
Yeah.
I don't want to own Bitcoin.
As you should. Most people don't understand that you're supposed to have a trust that owns everything.
I don't want to own nothing. I want my business to own everything.
Yeah, bro. You can. Yeah, bro. Coinbase has a business account, bro.
What?
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah.
Since when?
They've been had it.
Where?
It's I'll send you the link.
What?
Hmm? Yeah, I don't rock with Coinbase, but I do know that they offer a Sunday link right now.
Well, because I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how else can because then I can borrow because like Fidelity, I can go to Fidelity and borrow money against my stock portfolio. It's like I need somebody who offers it so that I can borrow. And well, if you never sell it, it's a tax implication anyway. But I want my company to be valuable by owning Bitcoin. Like Microsoft, I want to turn my company into a
You want to grow your business by just having. Isn't that crazy how you can just grow your business simply by owning Bitcoin?
I'm saying.
Isn't that crazy,
And that's
bro?
what I want to do. And I don't know how to do that.
All right, so. I think when you sign up, you can do like a business account. I'm sure 100.
You know what? I'm gonna just call Coinbase.
Yeah, I mean, good luck getting hold of somebody on the phone.
Where do you hold your Bitcoin? Like, what's the best place? I know, like on a ledger. But I know Chris buys on like Swan and then sends it over. What's your what's the safest place to hold your Bitcoin? I know no keys, no Bitcoin. I get that.
I would say I use Ledger. So a lot of the things I think I'm going to put Chris on the Swan, to be honest with you, because I have tweets, bro, of me, knocking him for not like buying like shit. And that's fine. You can buy whatever you want. But I was trying to educate him back in the day that same thing with 19 keys. It's like they didn't understand it back then. You feel me? Chris was like Ethereum. He had .e. He was like you say he had his NFTs. But I kept like messaging and sending him tweets like, "Yo, bro, I understand that you understand that you like Ethereum and the shitcoins, but you're not getting the bigger picture." So, I definitely, I know for a fact, and he told me that as well. Like I had an influence on him buying Bitcoin, so or at least sticking to Bitcoin and learning more about it and being more Bitcoin focused versus the shitcoins. But I use Ledger. We all use the same shit. You can do Ledger, you can do Trezor, TREZOR. They're all cold wallets.
I haven't had no Ledger X.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. The wallet is the thing that you have. The wallet itself is irrelevant. What you need is your 12, 24 words. Because without that, you ain't getting nothing. So whatever you hold it on is irrelevant because you can access your Bitcoin at any point in time, anywhere in the world, with just your 12 to 24 words. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So whatever you hold it on is irrelevant because you just need your 12 to 24 words. So if you lose your ledger, it doesn't matter because you can go to any other ledger or any other wallet exchange
24 words.
and then pull it back up.
Now, how do you not lose your 24 words?
So my opinion would be, my recommendation is to do this, right? I would say write down the 12, 24 words 4 to 5 times on a piece of paper, laminate it, put one at grandma's house, put one at your uncle's house, put one at your house, put one in a safety deposit box, just move them around, spread them around, right? And then God forbid if you lose one, okay, I know I got it at grandma's house, boom. We go get my words from grandma's house because I lost mine. Boom. Oh, it's in the safety deposit box. We go grab that at the bank. Yeah, you can do that at the bank if you want. They don't know what the hell the 12 words are. You can put anything in there. You can do jewelry in there. You can do anything in there.
When you say a safety deposit box, a safety deposit box where?
Yeah, at the bank.
So the banks are good for that.
Yeah, they're good for something. They're good for they have products, but most people don't know how to leverage their products the right way.
Do you have to pay for a safety deposit box?
I think so, yeah. So the bank has some good uses. Like I said, the home equity line of credit is a good use.
You could have it in a safe at your house too. But your house burns down, then get a fireproof safe.
Fireproof to safe. But again, that's why I said have multiple, so that way if something does happen to it, it's in a different location as well. Because what if it does burn up? in a flood or
So
somebody.
it's
So
not
it's
even
not
about the
about the
ledger.
ledger.
Because
'Cause
my
my
biggest
biggest
thing
thing
was,
was
what if the
what if the
ledger
ledger
gets
gets
damaged?
damaged?
And
And
it's
it's
like,
like,
It's not about the ledger. It's about your words.
and it's
and it's
about the
about the
Bitcoin
Bitcoin
being
being
associated to
associated to
your
your
key
key
phrase.
phrase.
Exactly. To that wallet that you sent it to. I don't know if you see this. You see this on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So they have this is a new one. I seen some girl on there. Some girl on IG had this, and she was like, she pulled it out like, yo, that's a dope ass little ledger. So now if you buy it, you get $70 worth of Bitcoin. This thing is like 100 and it's 250, right? So 250 minus 70. You feel me? That's
180.
huh?
180.
180.
180
And
for the
then
ledger.
and then in by
By
next
next
summer it
summer, it
probably
probably
pays for
pays for
itself.
itself.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh,
they
they
give
give
you
you
$70
$70
on the
on the
ledger?
ledger?
They give you $70 voucher of Bitcoin.
Oh,
Oh, so you,
it's not
it's
like
not
the
like the
ledger
ledger
comes with
comes with
70,000
70,000.
Bitcoin.
No, no, because that would be that's how somebody
I'm about
can
to
get
say,
you.
okay,
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 okay.
okay. Still,
Still,
Yeah. So that's popping.
ledger
ledger
flex.
flex.
Yeah. I seen this. I was like, yo, if I didn't have ledger already,
Is
Is
this a
this a
safe
safe
company
company?
though?
yeah, Ledger's safe. So some people were complaining about Ledger because they have offer a service
Oh,
where they
Ledger
Ledger
is the
is the
brand.
brand.
Ledger's a
So
brand.
Nano
Nano
Ledger
Ledger
X
X
is
is
that
that
part of
part of
Nano
Nano
Ledger?
Ledger?
Hmm.
Oh, okay,
That's just a different type of wallet.
gotcha.
Gotcha.
I
I
think my
think my
boy
boy
has
has
this
this,
like
like,
because
because
the
the
new
new
ones
ones
are
are
with the
with the
screens on
screens.
them.
Yeah, this is on the screen. That shit is popping, bro. If I didn't have one, I would get this. Oh look, they got different ones where you can get 40 bucks. You can get the Nano one and get 40. So you paid 110 for this. They got a different one where you can get the other one's 80, get 30 bucks. So if y'all watching, you don't have a ledger yet. And that's another thing, bro. I tweeted along like last year. I was like, yo, it doesn't matter what it is, bro. I've been in Bitcoin since 2017. Anytime I send Bitcoin, bro, I still get shook, bro. Waiting for the confirmation because I'll be sending like I used to send like it's not supposed to send a test transaction first, and the scanning is the easiest way. You gotta scan the QR code. But even then, it's like, bro, it always scares me, bro, when I'm sending like 20,000 or 50,000 or 100,000 or whatever it is, whatever the case may be, whatever you send, right? It's just always scary because if you fuck up, bro, that Bitcoin's gone forever. So that's why I like sending. I like doing the QR code scanning, so that way you don't gotta worry. But it's just even to this day, bro. It's like it just scares you. It scares me sometimes.
Sending
Sending
Bitcoin
Bitcoin
is
is
scary as
scary as
hell.
hell.
Scary as hell, bro.
Oh, Tesla
Tesla
is
is
going
going
berserk
berserk
after
after
hours. Sorry,
Sorry,
I
I
just
just
saw
saw
this
this
flash on
flash
my
on my
phone.
phone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
need
need
that
that
business
business
account.
account.
I
I
want my
want my
own
own
Bitcoin
Bitcoin
reserve.
reserve.
I don't
I don't
need
need
more
more
convincing. I
convincing.
just
I
need to know
can
how
know
to
how
do
to do
it.
it.
Like Michael,
Michael, I want,
I want
I want
Clarity
Clarity
Enterprises to
Enterprises
be
to
like
be like
MicroStrategy.
MicroStrategy.
So
So
eventually
eventually
people can
people can
invest in
invest
my
in my
company and
company
be
and
like,
be
why
like, why
should
should
I
I
invest in
invest in
Clarity? I'm
Clarity?
like,
I'm
well,
like, well,
because
because
I
I
own
own
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Because we're on the Bitcoin standard.
I'm on
I'm
the
on the
Bitcoin
Bitcoin
standard.
standard.
Tesla,
Tesla,
part of the people
people
forgot when
forgot
I
when
was
I was
screaming
screaming
Tesla. I'm
Tesla. I'm
like,
like,
even if
even
you,
if you,
Tesla's like
Tesla's
the
like the
company that
company
has
that has
10 in
10 in
1.
one.
It's
It's
like
like
cars,
cars,
it's
it's
It's a
robotics.
robotics.
tech company. It's not a car company.
It is
It is
another
another
MicroStrategy.
MicroStrategy.
And now
And
they
now they
own
own
$1
$1
billion
billion
back
back
then.
then.
It was
It
a
was $1
billion
billion
then
then
worth of
worth of
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
So it's
So it's
probably
probably
2
2
billion
billion.
now. Well, it
Well, it
will
will
be.
be.
And that's why I think I talked about this as well in one of the lives. Sorry about the noise, guys. We're in a coffee shop, so they're making coffee.
Real.
Real.
Um, but I said this in another live. I was like, I think the reason, because, I rock with Elon, but I don't rock with Elon. I'm like 50-50 on Elon too.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I think he's an agent to deploy the Neuralink, which is your, the marketing beast eventually, right?
Sure.
Um, how else are they going to control everybody, bro? Why are they so adamant about pushing this chip in your brain, bro? Because, bro, it's coming, bro. Whether you like it or not, it's coming. So he's the one in charge of that, right? He's the face of that. Not only that, he's the one who's bringing the robots, right? And in iRobot, we saw years ago,
They're
They're
going to
gonna
turn
turn
on
on
it
you.
you.
looked all the same, bro. They're gonna turn on us, bro. So everything they tell us all everything in the movies, bro, before it happens, bro. So he also be rocking the Baphomet joints, like low key.
He
If you do
does?
If you do the X logo next to itself, next to each other, two of them, it's the Mason, the Masonic symbol. You feel me? So I rock with Elon, but I don't rock with Austin. Then I was saying that to say this, right? He is pushing Doge on everybody
Right.
because he don't want y'all to buy Bitcoin, bro.
Why?
Why?
Why would he want you to buy Bitcoin, dog? If that's going to give you freedom and help you break free from what
I
what
mean,
has
I
come.
won't. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
but I
won't
won't
listen to
necessarily
anybody
buy
Doge. I'm
Doge.
not
I'm
an
not
idiot.
an
I
idiot. I
have
have
some, but
some,
I
No,
but
have
no,
some that
I'm
so.
saying. I'm not saying you are.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general.
Well, I think they said because he was like, "Yo, you can buy Teslas with Doge in the future."
Well, he was saying that it's like a joke and all that stuff because he knows it's a joke, but it's good for payments. It was a joke coin. You feel me? It is what it is. But why would he not tell you if he's the richest man on the planet, right? Quote unquote. And the smartest dude on the planet, quote unquote. That's what they say, right? Why wouldn't he tell people to buy Bitcoin? Why is he pushing Doge? You feel me? It's because he don't want you to buy Bitcoin so he can buy Bitcoin and everybody else can buy Bitcoin while you're distracted with the bullshit. That's my opinion.
I
I
mean,
mean, just
don't be
don't be
distracted. Yeah.
yeah.
And most people eat it up, right?
Well, because
Well,
they
because they
like him
like
so
him so
much. I
much.
mean,
I mean,
that's the
that's the
difference.
difference.
Well,
Well,
again, the
again,
Bible
the
said,
Bible
"Make
said,
no
"Make no
man your
man your
idol."
idol."
I can
I can
believe in
believe
him
in
that
him
thinks
that
his
thinks his
cars are
cars are
dope, and
dope,
I
and I
believe that
believe
he's
that
gonna
he's
make
gonna
me
make
some
me some
money.
money.
I don't
Absolutely,
think he's
think he's
God.
God.
I have to. I
I
truly
truly
mean
mean
stuff that
about the
bones the
bones the
Bible
Bible
says.
says.
I
I
understand
understand
that
that
robot,
robot
and
and you know the
I'm
I'm
people
people
need to
need to
learn
learn
how to
how to
not
not
idolize
idolize
them.
them.
I agree.
I can
I can
admire
admire
somebody
somebody
without
without
idolizing them,
idolizing them,
and I
and I
think that's
think
where
that's
it's
where it's
coming
coming
from.
from.
Absolutely.
Because I don't
I
care
don't
what
care
he
what he
says.
says.
I
I
like
like
Tesla.
Tesla.
I
Me
have a lot
too.
of
A lot of
Tesla
Tesla
stock.
I
stock.
rock with Tesla. I want the self-driving joint. I want to buy it at
I
30
want
racks.
one.
I want to buy one. That's a
Bro, it's
no-brainer.
crazy.
I said years ago that people that are wise are going to buy a Tesla now because in the future it's going to drive by itself and you can use it to make you money while you're at home. It can drive by
While you
itself
sleep.
while you sleep.
Yeah,
That's the smartest thing to do.
that's gonna
That's
be
gonna
my
be my
next.
next.
That's gonna be
That's
my
gonna be my
next
next
investment
investment
besides a
besides
single
seeing
family
family
home
home.
is
Is just
multiple
multiple
Teslas
Teslas.
Yeah,
and
And
just
just
send them out. So that's you feel me. So this again, I can rock. I 50%. I rock with him. 50%.
I
I
hear
agree
you.
hear
with
you.
I
because
hear
I
I
can
you.
hear you.
see the bigger picture. You feel me?
Right.
Right.
Like why? Neuralink, bro. Come on, bro. You think I'm not that dumb, bro. I'm dumb. You call me dumb if you want. I'm not dumb at all, but I'm not that dumb, bro.
I'm
I'm
not
not
getting
getting
that
that
shit.
shit.
I've
I've
joked.
joked.
Um, I've
I've
definitely
definitely
joked
joked
with
with
like
like
people
people
about
about
getting
getting
it, but
it,
I
but I
never
never
did.
took it.
Yeah,
I'm not getting
I'm
no.
not
I'm not
letting no
letting no
robot
robot
cut in
cut
my
in my
head.
head.
yeah.
I'm not
I'm not
getting
getting
no
no
chips in
chips
my
in my
brain.
But
brain.
they pitch it to it's gonna heal your heal. It's gonna heal you. It's gonna help you to move better. It's gonna help you.
Jesus
Jesus
heals.
heals.
Amen.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's all
That's
the
all the
healing I
healing I
need.
need.
Amen.
I'm,
But
I'm
that's how they pitch it. That's how they
that's
pitch
how
it.
they
That's how
gonna
they gonna
get you.
get you.
Yeah.
Why am I
Why am I
not?
not?
So we got 160 people tuned in. Hit that like, share, subscribe.
160.
160, 157.
Whoa.
I just rounded up to 160. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Where can they follow you at?
Um,
Um,
Instagram.
Instagram.
I got
I
my
got
own
my own
website,
website,
momentofclarity.com. You
momentofclarity.com.
can
You can
subscribe.
subscribe.
You
You
can
can
join for
join for
free.
free.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
start
start
launching
launching
things
things
there,
there and
offering
offering
different
different
offerings.
offerings.
I have
I have
my
my
films
films
up there, so
there, so
I
I
prefer
prefer
people to go to
people to go to
momentofclarity.com,
momentofclarity.com,
Moment of clarity.
momentofclarity.com, and
momentofclarity.com,
then
and
of
then of
course
course
just
just
clarity on
clarity
all
on all
socials.
socials.
Where can they follow you? Just want to make sure we good. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, we good. So momentofclarity.com.
Yep. Momentofclarity.com. Subscribe for free. There are things beyond that that are premium based, but initially it's just whatever. And so I'm going to start really building my community. I'm going to try to get off of social. It's too controlling. They don't let you have access to the audience that you build up. But for now, Instagram, Twitter, or X, Clarity.
Spell that.
Clarity. The word clarity with a K instead of a C. Simple. No,
I like that.
no underscores, no nothing. Just boom.
Fire, bro. So yeah, man. Well, anything else you want to dive into, like, or any projects you got coming up, or you said you have a community that you building? So
Yes, Yeah, my website, man. So I'm building a premium website. It's already up actually. I haven't been pushing it, but I have my short film up there right now. I had a deal with Amazon. And I want to start selling my film on my own website. I want to build my own audience with my own IP, etc. So I'm going to be offering different things where it's going to be like for fun, weekly sports bets, but also I'm going to be teaching the stock market there, where I teach my community just about investing, data analysis, etc. you can, get in touch with me. Videos, conferences. I'll be putting other new content up there. Um, and yeah, man, just continuing to build out the brand. I'll be, eventually be self-producing my own comedy specials, putting it on the website, etc. So, the immediate value is just like, helping people with portfolio management, content that I've shot with my own film production company. I have a movie up there right now that people can go watch that I've done, self-funded, produced, shot.
Bro, we should make right now to cut you off, man. We should do Bitcoin content, bro. Like a whole
I'm not thinking about it.
Bitcoin content, man. Like how people are like how normal people would think about Bitcoin, or like how people in the culture would think about Bitcoin, and like little skits about Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about it.
You
Just
know about this right here?
what is it?
It's it's
Is it a lens?
Morphic lens.
Oh yeah, for the phone. Also, it shoots like film, like watch people on the phone. Yeah.
So that's what I'll be doing it on my part time, shooting little films and stuff.
That's dope.
But I think it'll be dope, bro. If you start making some Bitcoin content.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I know how to make content. I just got so exhausted, bro. I'm so tired. But I'm not opposed to it. I just need to get inspired again. It's not. I just need to get inspired again. Truly, being down here kills my creativity.
Bro, I feel you, dog.
But you're not wrong. I'll get to it. Trying to find my muse. I got my lane. I know I got my lane. I just need to find my muse. That creative. You know, not even that. Just the push, the inspiration. Like I said, the why. It's like because I've done. I just I've just done it. I've achieved everything I can achieve on social media, like in every way. There's nothing I miss or lack or want. Millions of views, followers, videos, billions of worked with some of the most influential people in the world. It's like, what else is there out there for me in this space? I love being a creator. I love creating films and storylines and creating things that people can learn from. I love that. But just to do it is.
No. I'm not saying to do it. I'm saying for us to create that content so that way we can have the legacy, but you're empowering people that need to.
Yeah.
For those who need, with those with ears, let them hear. Right?
Sure.
Whoever don't hear, that's fine. We can
Sure.
water,
Can't make them drink. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm definitely open to it.
That's dope, bro. Congrats on your journey, bro.
Thanks,
Glad you invested, bro. Shout out to your pops, bro.
Shout out, Pops, man. He got me good. He got me going, man. He set me up. Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate the conversation, though. We on 2 hours and 40 minutes. We had some technical difficulties, but I was on before. But
Sure.
you hopped in later, so.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
64 people watching, so.
That's what's up.
I appreciate you guys.
And God bless y'all, man. God bless you for being brave and bold and leading your people. I pray the Lord continues to let you be a good shepherd and lead your flock, and may the blessings continue.
Absolutely, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. So before we do, and before we end the call, before I end the call, I appreciate you, Clarity, for tuning in with us, man. And make sure you guys go follow him. You said Clarity with a K.
Yes.
All right, make sure you follow him on Twitter, AKXNIG, guys. And then
I'm glad that Dennis Porter is doing what he does. So make sure you guys tune in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Make sure you follow Clarity. Again, Dennis Porter tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys are tuned in. And I'm excited to chat with him about these congressmen and these states adopting Bitcoin and putting it on their ballot sheet. You know, bittersweet, right? I don't want anybody to have any more Bitcoin than they have now, but it's all good. It's all good. Um, so with that being said, you guys, appreciate you guys. Hit that like, subscribe, and head over to bitcoin-fiatdad.com. Let me just pull that up real quick. We got some Bitcoin hoodies that we are, you know, that we're bragging about because these hoodies are popping. Pre-order the new book if you're a dad or mother. You're right. Get the Bitcoin Dad, Fiat Dad book. Pre-order it here on bitcoin-fiatdad.com, and then the merch is here. Click on this merch button, and you guys go get your big bees. These are embroiderized Bitcoin hoodies, and these are luxury, not no cheap hoodies, guys. All right, so make sure you guys can get some hoodies. I got mine coming. I got some people ordering from Australia, so we're gonna be shipping all over the world. I had to add the country of Australia onto the list of shipments, but yeah, so stack your Bitcoin and chill, guys. And with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next video. God loves you. I love you. And Bitcoin next target again is 125 to 130. If we dip lower, obviously stack and chill. Dips are for buying, not for crying. And follow people that's been in this space for a while, guys. Don't be following newbies that just pop out of nowhere. XRP is not going to $10,000. All right, I don't care what anybody tells you.
I don't think so. I don't think so. There's no reason for it to be.
You can make money off shitcoins, guys. Do what you do. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Make your money, but just make sure you convert it into Bitcoin. Because the dollar's going down in value, guys. So why are you earning to make more dollars when it's counterproductive, counterintuitive? Do something your children will thank you for. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, and the way you can do that is with Bitcoin, right? And yeah, said enough, guys. You guys take care. See you in the next video. Bitcoin Chris checking out. Peace.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.